lighting is. Be like, when it's up here, I don't have as many wrinkles. It's really fun.
It's all good.
Say hi to Bobby Sharon, everybody.
Toodles.
Hi.
Toodles. That means goodbye, though, right?
I don't know. Toodles, yeah.
Toodles is a goodbye.
It's also on a Mickey Mouse cartoon.
Is it really?
Toodles. Yeah, I'm a
Toodles?
mom. I'm a mom. That's
You're the
what
mom?
that is. I am a mom.
We'll say hello to the world because we're live.
Oh, yay. Hi, world. Hi, world.
What is going on?
Not much. Well, yes, a lot, actually.
Let's make the introduction so we could just kind of roll right into this thing. And hold on, I got a little sheet here. I got so much to talk about tonight because so many cool things are going on right now. But anyways, people, hey, look at that. Welcome to episode number 123 of the CobraCast podcast.
That's
with
a good number, 123.
With your designated driver for tonight, me, Bobby Sharon, with my special guest, Deanna Wheeler, is in the house. Is this the roundup for the podcast tour? Because you've been...
I know, right? I've done my fair share of podcasts.
Come on, 3 or 4 already?
Yeah.
Is it 4?
Well, actually, no, I think it's 3, and I do...
You did 3.
I've done radio stuff, too, but that's not considered podcast, but it's still kind of like interview-esque.
Look, you're live on mine, and I'm going to go live with mine, and we're going to be live everywhere. And
we're going to be live together.
We're going to be live together.
Okay, guys, I'm going to put a link on my site to view this live from that little camera right there. See that? All right. Well, I will have fun.
We're having fun.
Bye. I'm going to make it live for you guys.
There we go.
Talking to myself. Like, oh, my goodness.
Anyways.
Okay, so is it on yours now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm good to go.
So I'm going to share a link on my site right now as I drink my coffee on camera. Okay.
Drinking coffee at 7:30 at night?
Yes. He said, oh, my God. He was like, what do you want to drink? I have water, I have Gatorade. He was like, I have coffee. I was like, oh, my God. I'm so excited.
Well, the thing about the coffee, the reason why the coffee thing came about was we had a drummers podcast about maybe a week or 2 ago. Xavier from Buck Cherry was up here. Rob from LC Rocks was up here.
Oh, I saw part of that.
Yeah. Anyways, Rob Schumacher is a big coffee drinker. He goes, man, I need some coffee. So I have the Keurig in the kitchen. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to bring the Keurig in the studio. And Crystal's like, that's a great idea. Why don't you just leave it in there? Because no one else drinks coffee besides me, except for her mother when her mother comes up.
Yeah.
So I brought it in here, and I said, Xavier, you want a cup of coffee? He's looking at me and goes, you got coffee? I'm like, yeah, it's right there. He goes, oh, my God, you got a coffee machine in your studio? I'm like, yeah. In my little man cave, my coffee machine in the man cave.
Good Lord, your dining room is a drum set.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not just a drum set. It's like the whole kit and caboodle. Oh, my God.
That is going to change.
Ridiculous.
Well, that's going to change because...
You want a table to eat on?
Well, that's part of the reason. But we're actually further on down the road. We're actually going to build another podcast studio in the garage. Oh. So it's going to be a full-on big room. So we're going to put the drum set in there.
Okay, that's fair.
And yeah, we're going to really pimp it out. It's
like
gonna be
live
cool.
music?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Show?
Yeah, probably like acoustic kind of stuff. Not
well, you got to figure out the rules.
There's what rules?
The rules to podcasting. You know, you can be banned from YouTube and stuff.
I think you can do, and I've done like, that's no big deal. Don't worry about it. We've actually done acoustic bands on here before. I've had Paul Renna up here.
Very cool.
A bunch of cool people came up, just like, played an acoustic guitar, did some songs. But it's more of the anything you can buy kind of music. That's the stuff you got to watch out for. Because if you can buy it and you play it, that's when you start getting pinched. And it's not good. So
legalities, hi.
There's too many of them. Every day there's something new. I was talking with AJ and Johnny about that when they're up here because it's like every day you have to check the rule book and see what you can and what you cannot do.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they won't tell you because they want to pinch you. You know what I mean?
They
want to get you.
I want to get you.
Yeah, so totally.
Like, oh my God, just like when you put a song out and if you use, so any type of lyrics from any other songs and you have to pay royalties on it.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like it's crazy. And then we have clear rights. We get pretty much our emails that are like, hey, guess what? You have to do this, or hey, guess what? You can't do that. And he like finds out like, hey, there's a Disney something that wants a song about this. Do you have one? And it's like, cool. You can always get submitted and stuff for all that cool stuff. It's different.
But it's, I had one podcast I had up here. It was right around this time last year. Is a friend, a couple of girls, they're friends of Crystal's, customers of hers, and they have like a hip hop band, and they base themselves out of Vietnam, but they're from here. They just like living over in Vietnam, So, so anyways, they came in and did a podcast, and one of them did like one was like banging on the table, doing a beat, and another one, and the other one was doing a freeform rap over the top of it.
Oh
the next day, I got dinged by YouTube.
No.
Saying it was this song, and
they Shazammed you.
Totally. So they didn't put me in YouTube jail, but they gave me a strike. So 3 strikes, you lose your channel for
X
I don't know how long.
days.
Yeah. So I saw that. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I can't do it. I mean, because everybody's like, hey, I want to play my song. It's like, yeah, great, but I'm gonna lose my YouTube or
right.
or Facebook Live or whatever.
The ones I was talking about earlier are not on YouTube or anything yet. No one's heard them except for
crazy.
live. Well, and on that radio show.
So speaking of South by, I know you got a busy schedule this year.
I do.
So what do you got going on?
Well, I have a couple things that aren't South by, but I have Wednesday night. Do you know who Jensen Ackles is?
Sounds familiar.
From Supernatural.
Oh, okay.
So Jensen Ackles and Gino Girl, they have a brand new brewery out in Dripping Springs, and I actually took my dad out there. He came in from California, and we went out there, and it's the most family-oriented place. It's got a bigger play gym than you see at South Park Meadows. It's ridiculous. And I was taking video, and I'm like, oh my God, like look at this place. It's ridiculous. Huge, huge outdoors space. It's ridiculous. It's like Moon Tower on steroids. I honestly think it's going to be one of the best venues to date. It's going to be like the new Nutty Brown, but and it doesn't hurt that it's famous actors that started it because they tweet, hey, I'm going to go up there, and then it packs the place.
Oh hell yeah, it does.
But I get to play the very first show there ever. So I'm the first music band ever to play there. It was supposed to be acoustic. And then I was talking to Gino the night that I went over there with my dad. And I was like, that's a big enough stage for full band, because that's what they were telling me. They were like, we don't have room. I was like, I have played on much smaller stages, much more narrow.
That's awesome.
And yeah, it's great. So we're going to do a sound check tomorrow and see if it's good for the sound quality, and see if there's too much noise outside and noise. There's not really a noise ordinance yet, but they just don't want to piss anybody off.
So is there any any houses up there, or
I think there's only maybe 2 properties within
that won't be
spitting
too bad
distance. Then. Yeah, it's not bad at all. But they just don't want any issues with fire. But what was I going to say? Oh, so when I did a show for the American Legion in, I don't know where, I forgot. I think it's in Austin. It's not Round Rock, I don't think.
American Legion.
Yeah, I did a Valentine's Day private show, special event. Or I don't know what it's called.
Right.
I can't think of it right now. Coffee is not hitting yet. But the guy that runs that also books for all of this brewery. So he got me in there, and he's really excited. And his name is Christopher Renfro, and he's amazing, good veteran, advocate too. He's awesome. Great veterans to know out there. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm a veteran.
Oh, that's right. Thank you for your service.
My pleasure. No, so that's a really, really big niche in my community is the veteran aspect.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's
totally.
the biggest part. Oh my gosh, it's been so wonderful to be able to actually make a difference, even if it's ever so slight. Even if I can raise $300 for this victim of something, it's just I did that.
And it's really sad about those veterans charities, because there was a big scandal a couple years ago about, was it the Wounded Warriors? That the president and vice president were skimming money off of that place and off of that charity and stuff. It's God, it's so terrible,
All the veterans and everybody that contributes to it, whenever someone's in need, all they do is give advice.
Yeah.
Or give you to the right direction. I mean, people don't understand how nonprofit organizations work. It's not just, hey, we have a pocket full of money just to hand out to people. It's for programs and assistance in different ways. So it's people just think, oh, everybody donates money for them to have, $1 million in a bank account for veterans to go, hey, I need help.
Right.
No, they have putting things into position to where, when you need help, I can give you this person because we donated to them to make those houses for veterans. Just like I met this guy that does tiny houses, and I want to hook him up with the Regroup Foundation, which is who I'm the spokeswoman of, and they just made me their music director. So I can book I can book.
How many hours a night do you sleep?
I don't actually
don't.
sleep well at all.
Oh my God.
Like, it was a really, really hard day for me today. Actually, I was like, I am so tired.
I'd hate to see your schedule.
Sometimes it's big. Sometimes it's full, and then sometimes it's like, so I'm twiddling my thumbs for 17 hours today, and then I have 72 hours that I cannot breathe. So I twiddle my thumbs for those hours because I know they're not very often.
Yeah, because with this thing, as everybody knows, I'm always doing something to improve it, try to get it out there, into somebody else's ears or eyes or whatever,
What was
all
your icon?
the time.
What was your icon that you have to pay for Apple? Yeah?
For Apple?
Remember? The Cobra?
Oh, yeah. My God.
Take advantage of the blonde girl.
And it's really funny because everything cool you have to pay for now. Like, because I just got on, what the hell was it? What is it called? SoundCloud. Did it yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Finally got on SoundCloud, but you got to pay to be on it.
Oh.
So, it's like, they give you a certain amount free per month, but that little amount is not going to hold me over for what I need for this.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen.
Half a show.
Yeah, half a show, I'm doing like 8 episodes a month, roughly. This won't even take me to one show. So, you got to put in money for that. Then in order to stream live to Facebook Live, you got to pay money for that. I mean, it's just...
Oh, yeah.
But if you want to do it the way I want to do it, you're going to have to put the money in and call it a day. Because I want to do it the way I want to do it. I want it done right. I don't be fucking around with this stuff,
Yeah, when I first started seeing, like, CobraCast, I just watched it, like, grow. And it hasn't even been that long since I was watching it. Just morph. And I'm just like, wow, like, oh my gosh.
But like I said, same thing with your thing. It's that you're constantly trying to grow. You're trying to constantly get your word out there. Just it's work ethic. It's what it is. It's balls to the wall. And
Hunger.
It's funny because every time I'm online, like doing stuff, I always see something. You're popping up with a different show, or you're recording with AJ, or you're doing this, or you're doing that. You always got something going on all the time.
I always wonder if that pisses people off.
No.
People like stop following me.
I guarantee you. I don't know how many people like unfollowed me because I got to this one point where I was doing like these posts, like it was a post for I'm on iTunes, I'm on Libsyn, I'm on SoundCloud, I'm on this, but it was all separate posts with the icons and stuff. It's like, oh my God, people must have fucking hated me.
I'm also a human being. My name is Bobby Sharon.
Yeah, fuck it. But hey, that's the thing. And I tell people this: people are gonna hate seeing that logo, but it doesn't matter to me. And now we changed the logo today. We got a brand new logo.
Is that what you sent me?
I don't know
if
you got it or not.
Was it on the video thing you sent today?
Should be.
Because I did it. So I was like, it looks different.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing.
I do see it, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Anybody see it?
That's it.
It's my video, so I can't get you.
Yeah, my thing with that is I was, I love the old logo, but we did the new logo for the Slamboree birthday jam thing that we had. That's the old one.
I know.
Yeah, that's the new one right there. So everybody's saying to me, why don't you make that the logo? That's a cool ass logo. Just, change the, the birthday bash Slamboree and put with your name in there, And I'm like, that's a good idea. And everybody was telling me. So finally I said,
it's pretty kick-ass, actually.
So I was talking to Crystal about it, and I said, what do you think? Because, I don't want to get anybody mad about the old logo. And she's like, man, you know what? People change and things change. And, so I was like, okay, we're going to do it. So we did it, and here we are. It's only been it's only been a couple of days, but, I'm making a big deal out of it or whatever. But,
Well, you got to get it out there.
I know. So what do you got going on? So for South by.
So, okay.
Kind of digressed a little bit.
Yeah, I know. So Wednesday, I'm playing in the Dripping Springs brewery. It's called Family Business Beer Company.
Now, where's that located?
It's in Dripping Springs. I have zero idea anything about Dripping Springs. So
if you take 290 all the way out there, you hit Dripping Springs and then just ask somebody.
GPS. GPS is
Well, you go right by Nutty Brown Cafe then.
I have no idea.
Yeah, Nutty Brown is out there.
Yes, I do know that. But
that's the way to get to Dripping.
Oh, my God. It was so bad. Actually, it did go that way on accident. And it was so windy, and there was ridiculous roads. And then it came out to a highway, and I was like, I could have taken the highway the whole way there. Are you kidding me? My stepdad's like, I don't want to be in the car with you anymore.
Well, the cool thing is, how old are you?
31.
31? Okay. So the cool thing with you is you guys kind of grew up with GPS. Back in the old days, we were like either had a map or we would, hey, how do you get to your house? And they would give you directions, and then it got to the point where it's like the mid-90s, and you could go on and you could kind of like print out directions kind of a thing,
MapQuest.
or MapQuest kind of shit. That was high tech.
Hey, I did that. No, when I was in the Air Force, I did that.
That was high tech.
Oh yeah, big time. We had to do that when we went on any type of travel in the military. Like if I was on leave or something, I'd have to have my destination. Like, okay, here's where I'm going to go. I'm going to take a left here and a right there.
Yeah.
I'll be there at 7:22. I mean, it's just like, what? That's the only directions we had. And then you get those little GPS. What were they called? What are they called? Garmin's.
I still have one.
What are they called though?
Well, there's different brands.
Yeah.
There's Garmin's, there's TomToms.
TomToms. That's the main one.
That's the one
that
that
was
I
the
have,
one that everyone was like, oh, it must be TomTom.
Yeah.
I'm like, so
those are still cool.
The worst design though ever.
Well, the newer ones aren't that bad, but everybody has. When you buy a brand new car, everything all the cars come with them, so you don't have to buy those anymore. But
sometimes. Well, no, everybody's
cars.
iPhone. I mean, it's obsolete now.
Yeah.
Because if you're cool like me, you have a magnet. Do you have a magnet?
I don't have a magnet.
No. It's
no magnet here.
It's the coolest thing ever. All you do is like throw your phone on this little thing in front of your dash.
Wow.
It's great. It's just you can point it in whatever direction you want.
You can ask Crystal. I suck with directions. I'm so bad. Oh my god. Well, every time we go out, I'll drive and she'll have her phone, but she has that annoying. Get to the top of the street, take a left. What do you call it? The thing off the iPhone. Ugh. I wish you could change the voice on it. Can you change it?
Yeah, I think AJ has one that it's I don't know if it's Australian or Europe. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But you can definitely change it. I know that.
The one that I wanted on the TomTom was Mr. T. But it was like all the shit that Mr. T would say. Take a left, fool.
I know, right?
That kind of shit.
Take a left right now, fool.
I never got it. It was like, man, they had like mafia guys in there, and they had just all fucking crazy stuff.
Are you going to take a left right now,
Yeah,
huh?
take a left over here now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God. Got the Boston, hey, we're going to take a left over here. What are you going to do about it?
It's funny because with the accent, I get hit with that all the time because I have it just matters who I'm hanging out with.
Yeah.
I get the thick accent going. It's like the whole New York, Connecticut, New Jersey thing going on. So you have the gig over at the winery. Actually, there's a brewery. Right?
Oh my gosh! First of all, I am not the biggest beer fan ever, but I had countless beers with my dad.
I bet you did.
We tried them all. I mean, they were so good. And then I got a private tour in the back. It was really cool. Right, and my dad got to feel all special. But there's this one called King Biscuit. I like the name. It's funny.
King Biscuit.
Oh my God! If you want to taste like a beer that you can drink if you like IPAs or pale ales, like if you can drink a Budweiser or a Newcastle, like it's right in the middle and it's so good and so flavorful, and it's like I could not believe it.
It doesn't even taste like beer.
No, it was so good. I was like, what is this? It's like an almond butter. It was so good. Beer. Oh my God, it was so good.
Yeah, but people that are really into beer will just brush that off going, that's not beer. That's, that's like.
No. It's not like a chocolate nothing. They have those. They have that too.
Yeah.
But to me, it tasted like beer, but it was easier. It wasn't as harsh, but it was definitely beer.
Yeah.
And my dad liked it too. He had like 3.
I can drink beer, but I'm not like, I have friends that like all those real dark beers, like syrupy kind of. I'm just like, oh, it's disgusting. It's like, it looks like root beer, but it's like actual beer. It's just gross.
Yeah, I'm not a.
I was a big wine guy. I loved, my thing was going to all the wineries up. Well, that's actually all the stuff you see in here is stuff that people bring and just.
It's wine.
Yeah, just leave. Yeah, there's.
And I know what wine that is.
But I used to know all the wineries up. You go up off of 1431, in Lago. They had that winery tour where you go and there'd be like you would stop at it would start at like a bed and breakfast place, and then they'd pick you up like in either get a limo or you could get a like a van or whatever, and they would take you to like 7 or 8 wineries, and then you would end up at the same bed and breakfast, but you would have a room and hammered.
You're like, and I broke my shoe. I need some duct tape.
I mean, you look at it this way. You're going to, say you're like going to 7 wineries. You're doing tastings at 7 wineries. So a tasting is pretty much, 7 wines? 7 or 8 wines?
Yeah.
It just matters what they have. Then you get a glass of your favorite wine. Then you move on to the next one. And you do it all over again. And then you go on to the next. So, I mean, by the 3rd or 4th, you're feeling pretty good.
I bet. I've never actually been on a wine
tour. They're
tour.
awesome. They're so much fun. They're so much fun.
I want to.
Yeah, that's what I kind of debate all the time when I'm in the grocery store. I mean, and Crystal says, if you can't sleep or something, just get a bottle of wine and have a glass. Like you're breaking any big rules,
God, you talk about wine. I'm gonna have to have wine. Did you have wine?
Do I have
want
wine? I don't think I have any wine in the house. I used to have.
Telling you.
No, but
Behind your head.
You know who left? You know who left that?
Who?
Was Eric Dickerson from 333. Yeah, he left that. They brought like 3 or 4 bottles up.
Menage a trois.
Yeah, they fucking hammered it up here one night. Yeah, but I used to belong to wine clubs, and also, I mean, I would have at least 50, 60 bottles in the house at all times, at least.
Wow.
Yeah, but then it got to a point where I started drinking. I said, you know what? When I stop drinking these, when I'm done drinking them, that's going to be it. Because the way wines are these days, unless you have a wine cellar, first of all, the wine is not meant to. The wine they make today is not meant to be stored.
Mm-mm.
It's meant to, like, the whites are meant to be drank in what I think 3, 4, 5 years maybe.
Yeah.
And then reds are maybe a little bit longer.
I don't know about reds, but I do know whites.
Yeah, whites are no good. So
They go bad.
whites are pretty much good. You take them from the store, you bring them home, you pop them, you drink them. Right? Yeah. So
Or you cook with them.
Yeah. So my thing was that I would buy all this wine, and there's some pricey stuff that people either would come over like, I don't know about that, and I would just put it aside and never drank it. Then finally I would open it up, and it would just be the nastiest shit ever.
You're like, ugh.
Yeah, it's like,
oh, that's vinegar now. Awesome. Okay, cool.
It's not vinegar. It's just got a little bit of a tarty taste to it. It's like,
well, actually, some white wine really does taste like vinegar if it's like open one time and then not touched for a really long time. Ugh.
I could turn on some great like whites. I'm a big white guy. So
you are a big white guy.
I'm a big white guy. Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm 6 foot, 175 pounds. I'm huge. I'm monstrous.
He's a piece of beefcake over here.
Yeah.
He's a big old football player.
Yeah, I'm not that big. Kind of small, actually. Kind of small. So you have that show.
Yes.
So what are we?
So I'm there at 7 to 9 on Wednesday.
Okay.
We're moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on.
We're going to talk about all these venues one at a time.
Right. And then I have my Cooper's Barbecue, my official South by Southwest showcase.
Okay.
At Cooper's Barbecue on Saturday, which is St. Patrick's Day at 10 p.m. So it's actually a pretty good slot.
Where's Cooper's at?
It's on Congress.
Okay.
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
Okay. It's definitely like the hub of downtown. It's a really good venue. It's a great stage. It's awesome. Playing with some really good country guys. Like, it's a good lineup. I almost got Stubbs, but I didn't make that one. And then Sunday
next year.
No, next year I'm headlining.
Oh, headline is Stubbs next year. Hey now.
Yeah, no.
Cobra Fest next year.
Right. High five. Oh my gosh, we should make our own festival.
I already have.
Oh my God, let's do
the
that.
Birthday
I
bash,
do another one.
Doing it once a year now.
I have to do one now.
Doing 2 days in January, a Saturday and a Sunday.
Was it during Steamboat? Don't do that.
No, it's not during Steamboat.
Okay, because January's.
Well,
when
no,
is it?
it's my birthday bash thing, but we're doing it like a week ahead of time. So I mean, a week out. So
I vaguely remember this. When is your birthday?
So my birthday is January 14th, and it's a long story what happened, but it ended up on the 21st.
Okay.
So we did, we just moved to the next Sunday. We did it on a Sunday, so it was actually pretty good. So when that was over, it was such a smashing success that the owner of the club, Jim, was like, "Okay, what are we doing for next year? Let's just book this right now."
Yay!
I said, "Fuck it, let's just do 2 days next year."
Hell yeah!
I have not to jump into your thing, but I have a total place I want this to go, but it's going to probably take me 2-3 years to get where I want to do, and it's going to be fucking awesome.
The bigger picture.
Yeah, I already got it planned out.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm glad to be part of it though.
Yeah, you'll be there. You'll be part of it. It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna be going on your own little tours and taking me with you.
No, I'm not gonna be doing tours of it, but my thing is this. You know how you have festivals and it's like you have all the, let's say the lower echelon bands that open it up. My thing is I want killers all the way through from point A to the end. That's what we did on this last one.
Well, you know them all, so why not?
Yeah, that's the thing. So it's a thing of getting in sponsors so we can pay these bands or at least give them something. I mean, it's hard that way. So it's a work in progress. So.
Yeah, it's like, hey, scratch my back, you scratch mine.
Yeah, but it's the thing with me is I want to make a killer, like, not say a festival, but just like one day where it's just like something, holy shit. You see it like even on a poster and going, oh my God, all these bands are playing at this one place on one day. Oh my God. I'm going to that. I got to go. That kind of thing. I
don't have to pay $300.
No, it's not even be close. Huh. I mean, we did our thing. It was like, and he goes, what do you want to do for the door? I'm like, you know what? Let's just make it $5. Because all the bands agreed.
It adds up.
All the bands agreed to do it for free, and basically that festival. Not say the festival. The Slamboree thing was for me to like to make money to run this thing for the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it does cost me a shit ton of money to do it.
Yeah. Licensing and
No, it's
just
more.
talked about.
It's just a bunch of different things, but the monthly costs are just rising, and it's just But anyways, so you have that gig.
Where was that?
It was at a barbecue place. What was it called?
No, this one. Where was
Oh,
your birthday
Texas
bash?
Mist.
Texas Mist.
It's over near the airport. You know where the landing strip is? The Topless Bar.
Nope.
It's right over there.
When you said the name, I was like, I know what it is, though.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm not too terribly familiar because I'm from California. I've only been here a year. Didn't even really walk out my front door, until June of last year.
When did you roll in here? What month was it?
When I got into the music business or when I moved to Texas?
When you moved to Texas.
October of, not last year, but the year before.
Okay, so you've been here for a little bit then.
A little bit over a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I didn't even literally walk out my door until June of last year.
I heard the whole thing today.
It
Listened
was
to Johnny's podcast.
ridiculous.
I'll tell you what, man, you've lived the life, and it's like, it's wonderful to see you come out, of it. I say alive, but come out, being in one piece and have your head straight. You know what I mean?
I'm swinging, kicking down doors.
That's what you got to do, though. Hell yeah, good for you.
And I got a great team behind me. I mean, I have the best producer you could possibly think of. I have great managers all the way around me. I have people that booking me in great places, just getting my name out there.
Yeah, your rise is pretty quick though. I've noticed because not say you come out of nowhere, but it's like
I did. I was a single.
Yeah,
I was just a
but
single
you're
parent.
playing all these killer shows, and it's like all the props to you, man. Because because you're putting the work in. That's the thing. There's so many people, and this is especially what I always say. Like once in a while, I'll say on this thing about social media, right? Now, if you're working the hell out of it, I'm working the hell out of it, and if you're a band and you say play a club like, let's just say Hanover's, okay? You're playing Hanover's, and you do zero, social media. You really don't get out there, and you have 5 people at your show, and then you bitch about it. You know what? You deserve to have 5 fucking people at your show.
Right? It's like you have to do your own footwork. You have to actually talk to the people that you want to come to your shows. You don't just want the foot traffic because you don't know that quality of people. You want the people who actually will pay attention to your music and enjoy it, and see your knowledge, your mission statement, if so, what have you. Like in the military, it's like your anthem, your motto.
There's so these days there's so many ways of getting the word out about shows and everything, and I look at it this way: if you're not even dividing it up between band members, hey, you guys take this site and I'll take this site and work the shit out of it to get people to come to your shows, then man, you don't deserve anybody to come to your shows. Then that's because I'm seriously, it's no, but you know what I mean though. That's, because every day I'm working to try to find different ways to do things to to promo stuff. I'm constantly just investigating,
putting fire onto pictures.
Exactly, that's a big one though. But seriously, stuff like that is like if you research all that stuff, that people look at that shit. You know what I mean?
I did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was like, yeah. So I bring fire to country music in my song called "Through the Fire." I need fire somewhere in my pictures.
It's a cool little app. I mean, it's a
dude.
free,
You send it to me, and I was like, I love this.
It's a free app. Yeah, I kind of stopped the fire thing because I used too much of it.
You're like, I overkilled. Okay,
I overkilled the fire. Now I kind of just do some other special effects and stuff. But there's so much out there for bands to get their word out there. But the cool thing about Austin also is, as you're finding out, is there's so many people that are willing to help you and they're willing to just get you to the next level, which is so cool.
I love Austin. I'm so grateful that I moved here.
Yeah,
I could not find better people. Could not find more passion and driven people than I've ever seen. Oh, I just love the talent in this town. You just walk around. Do you sing or do you play guitar? What do you do?
Yeah.
Someone comes to deliver pizza. I'm like, so what do you play? I gotta know. Just betting.
If he's delivering pizza, he's definitely, if he's over 25, he's definitely a musician. So.
All right. It's so funny. It's just they're everywhere. And my kids are so musically inclined. I mean, my 5-year-old will walk around with a guitar. It's about this big, super small. But he'll make up his own songs.
Oh, cool.
He'll be talking about going to the bathroom. I do it
That's all
on
he
my
knows.
own.
That's all he knows at 5 years old.
But he does it, and he makes up his own lyrics. And actually, my son started singing something today, and I was like, is that already a song or can I make it one? Like, I'm curious if those are real lyrics.
I'll tell you, I wish, when I was a kid, I really, if I had to go back and do it all over again, say I wanted to become a musician when I was a kid, instead of playing drums, I definitely would have learned how to play piano. No, honestly, because piano players are like, they're so schooled in theory.
Oh,
can
yeah.
read music, and drummers, I'm not saying they're dumb, but I mean, drummers are like, there's like some superstar killer drummers out there that know music like nobody's business. But the normal drummer, such as myself,
You're like, us average Joes.
Yeah, but we're talking about on the drummers podcast that, all the drummers that didn't know how to read music, which is kind of, and it was funny because I don't even play anymore, and I know how to read music, but when I started, that's how I started.
I've had
with a little
some
book and stuff
interesting
like that.
drummers. Oh my goodness. Some people think their country is super easy.
It's not.
It's not. There's
it
so many changes and turnarounds and switches.
But it matters what kind of country you're talking about, because these days, what is country? I mean, the way I listen to country now, and it's like you can't tell if it's country or not.
Well, and mine's kind of the same way. I'm trying to kind of bring it back a little bit. AJ calls it classic country revisited.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just a little modern twist on it. I'm not Nashville. I'm not Texas. I'm not talking about beer drinking and stuff like that. It's just heartfelt storytelling. Really, is really basically what it boils down to. My album is a chronological or reverse chronological order album of the life with my ex.
Okay.
He was a PTSD Marine who suffered with, anxiety and depression and, essentially got onto drugs and alcohol really bad, and we had to move on. But there was a process there. It's not just like, oh, okay, you're on drugs now. Okay, well, gotta go,
Yeah.
No, it's a process, and the pain pills. It's just like they kill people. They just, whoever you used to love is gone.
Yeah.
And
Just
you try to babysit them.
Just a shell of what you used to know, kind of a thing.
You try to save them. You try to save your family and try to save face to everybody else and make excuses, and then you lose yourself.
That's a tough thing with that, because I had someone in my life a long time ago that was really bad like that. And you just, it's like you don't know when to let go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there was just a point I said, you know what? Fuck, I can't do this anymore. I just can't do it. You know? And
but you have to beat feet and run. You can't be like, I'm going to leave you 2 blocks away. Bye.
No, I turned my back and that was it.
Oh, me too.
Know? Change your number kind of stuff.
In one of my songs, it says, pack my car. I'm getting out of here. Like, I'm out. Like, bye, Felicia. Like, I changed the words to it, but it said, Austin's where I'll be because I'm through.
Yeah.
Like, it says it in my song. I do it live, but I don't, I change the words.
Yeah, I was listening to that today, and I was like, man, this is, pretty, lot of crazy. I'm not going to say crazy, because that's not a good word to say. How do you put your story into like just?
Johnny Gowdy said it was HBO.
Yeah,
cinematic.
Yeah. It's sort of like where I work. There's a lot of crazy shit that goes on, and I always say if you approached a reality producer that did reality TV, he wouldn't put it on because you wouldn't be able to believe it. It was so fucking crazy,
right?
Oh yeah, seriously, because it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you were to put
Johnny Gowdy said needs a mini series on HBO.
Netflix,
right? Hi, Netflix, #Netflix. Let's do this.
Yeah, I got a friend like that has a life like that, or did. He's totally. he was a cocaine addict for years, and he was in prison. He was a burglar.
Oh my.
He lived up in Jersey.
When you're a drug addict, you become all of those things.
Yeah.
Like in one of my other songs, it's running around with junkies, thieves, and liars.
Yeah.
Because that's what
they are.
That's what happens.
That's what happens to you. Yeah.
They're the ones who steal your money and then help you look for it. Like, it's crap. It's shit. It's like, oh, wow, you suck. When you find out that they pulled the world that far over your eyes, you're like, I am an idiot. I am a fool. You made me look retarded. And then they go back and they're like, oh, but I didn't mean to. Put you back into it. They do it again. And you're like, I'm an idiot.
Well, addicts will do anything to feed that monkey. You know what I mean? That's just the way it works. And that's the thing with me is like, with my drinking, I wasn't super horrible alcoholic bad, but I was getting there, and I
you
got
had
to
the potential. You were like, I'm done.
Well, trust me, I've lived, I ran the scene with AJ Vallejo and all those guys, not with them, but alongside them on other groups.
Yeah.
And, we were talking over here that night they were up here saying, we're lucky we're alive.
God, I mean, AJ had a heart attack. I mean, people underestimate what people go through when they put their body through so much. Like the drugs and alcohol and sleep deprivation. I mean, it just...
Sleep is a big one. You got to get your sleep.
Not just that.
Oh, my God.
Then your mind goes, and then you make stupid decisions. Mm-hmm. And...
So it's usually about women. That's when it comes to a guy, that's what it is. It's the women that make stupid decisions about. Seriously.
Women are like self-conscious and they get crazy about like what they think of me. Oh my God, they don't like me.
I'll tell you what. I was thinking about this the other day. It's like if I went back and I was 25 again. When I first went to Texas, I was 24. I'm 50 now. So it was a thing. I met this girl. I was so in love.
You're 50?
Yeah. I just turned 50.
All you guys do not age. What in the world? Is it the cocaine? What is it?
Didn't do.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I was making a joke.
I know. No, that's not a big deal. No. I mean, I'm pickled. That's what it is.
You're pickled.
I'm pickled.
Yes. It's like, God, you can't tell any of these guys' age. It's just like, do you guys get younger? Or what is that?
I always say I look good on the outside, but I'm falling apart on the inside.
Oh, we all
I move you'll hear it's like crack, 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 crack. Something will pop. Something.
Don't follow me up the stairs. It's like, I'm like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, you got like when you were in the military, you got into a pretty bad accident, right?
Yeah, I got hit by a Humvee.
Got hit by a Humvee, and they pretty messed you up.
Yeah,
messed you up pretty bad.
Definitely have had my fair share of surgeries and pins. But you know what? I am capable of the world. I'm good. Yeah.
But like I said, when I was thinking, going back to when I was 25, if I had to do it all over again, it would be a whole different game.
You're like, I would do facial moisturizers and I will do green tea.
Just the people I dated and the people I thought, I was getting serious with at that time, I would have just totally just ran. As soon as I saw them, I would run as far away from them as I could.
You're bad for my health. You're the one that gave me this one gray hair.
And it's like, I'm not saying I was, the total angel in the whole situation because I wasn't. Because back then I was, we're all fucking crazy. I mean, but if I had to do it all over again, it would have been a whole different ball game. Because it's like
you would have just gone to find Crystal.
Yeah, pretty much. I had to go to Alabama.
Right.
But yeah, people meet each other at weird times, And
you're so right about that.
Yeah.
It's
perfect
the universe.
Time. Perfect. The universe.
It is the universe. Yeah. I am a big universe believer. It's ridiculous.
You believe in the universe?
I do, 100%. Like because what happened with me, I was not in a great place right before I got into music. Right. So I kind of just dropped the ball and was like, you know what? I'm just kind of wanting to go and do my thing.
But you were always singing and stuff though, right?
Always. Like over the years, I was in bands in California, different things, but never anything solo. I'd never tried it. Everybody said, well, why don't you? Well, because I'm 30 and have 3 kids. Like, you don't try it. Like, it's over. Is what I thought.
Yeah.
So then I was on a date in New Braunfels, and it was whatever. And I went up to the Stray Hearts and just asked them if I can sing with them. But right before I even started that adventure, I threw my hands up. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm done. Like,
yeah,
I'm not just going to sit here and twiddle my thumbs and wait for my kid to get a boo-boo to kiss it. Like, I need to move. I need to go. I need to grow. I need to do something. Give me something to grasp onto, or I'm not going to grasp onto anything anymore.
Right.
And just let myself go. I was just going to, I don't know what I was going to do.
Yeah.
And literally, that week is when I sang with the Stray Hearts and just found my promoter, my producer, and everything else.
Yeah,
I was
all one.
In 1 week, I was doing photo shoots, and I'm like, what is happening right now? Is this for real? Like, for people in Austin, yeah, it's not a big deal to be on Fox 7 or all that crap, But for me, I'm a single parent. I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Right.
I'm a veteran. Yesterday I was that, and today it was what happened? I get this text message. I'm like, so I'm going to be on a news station singing original songs. Okay. That's when I wrote Never Be the Same.
There you go.
The very first song I had. It was just literally am I dreaming? Is this some really screwed up dream that I'm just going to wake up from and still be a stay-at-home mom and be like, damn it. I tried in my dream, but it didn't work.
Well, that's the weird thing, because you got all the. It's such a reality-based world these days, where you get the whole American Idol thing, which you were on, and the X Factor and all those things. Where I'm not saying the people don't have talent that go on there, but it's more of a thing where they really don't pay their dues, in the clubs and in you know what I mean, there's so many people that are a 10-year overnight success because they're, putting their dues in at the clubs and learning their craft. But now it's a thing where even with the boy bands back in the 80s, you know, the NSYNCs and all that shit were
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys and what was it?
All right.
Yeah, all that stuff.
98 Degrees.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
but they would go find those kids and they would place these bands together and then they would just release them onto the world with big record deals and you know, but they really didn't pay any kind of dues. I mean, there's cute
You're
little
like,
kids.
what'd you play before you got your record deal there, bud?
You know, and it's, I don't know. Like I said, it's a reality based world now where everything. You have internet. The thing that kills me the worst are these like Instagram celebrities that, you know, they go on there taking pictures of their, you know, of their big asses or whatever. And like, oh, I got 3 million views. I'm a celebrity. And there's actually like, they actually get TV shows off.
They
of
get
being,
money. They get money.
That's what I want. That's what I want to find. How do you make money on Instagram? I mean, do I show my ass?
You show your ass.
No.
You
I don't
show
think
your
anybody
ass,
wants to
Bob
see
Jared.
that. I don't think anyone wants to see
You're
that.
gonna tattoo your new logo on your ass and show it to the world.
Yeah, there you go. It's like I have to set myself on fire or some shit in order to get some views.
Hello, that's what you do on your pictures.
I know, but it's like it's a different thing when you get 1 million views. You got to set yourself on fire. That's what it is.
I don't know what's like. I don't know how.
What's the secret? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe we should
There's gotta be a
ask the
secret.
world. Be like, will you tell us what the secret is when you start? How did you wake up one day and was like, I'm going to become a YouTube? I mean, not a YouTube, an Instagram bikini model.
There's
today.
Instagram celebrities. There's YouTube celebrities. I just, you know, for making videos and
I'm just
going
to twerk. I'm gonna twerk.
There you go. Just twerk.
Just
Beautiful.
Twerk it out.
I mean, there's some of them that are funny. There's one that I kind of watch every once in a while, and I don't think they're even together anymore. They were like this couple. They're like in their 20s, and they would pull like practical jokes on each other.
Oh my God, I love this.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh my God,
think they broke
so
up.
horrible.
Oh yeah,
they're
just
so horrible to each other.
horrible stuff. Yeah.
Ugh.
But anyways, I think they broke up. But I was like a guilty pleasure of mine for a while, you know. But it's crazy to see what people watch and what people invest their time in on social media, you know. And I'm always reading up. Okay, what can I do to get more viewers or to get more
It's
views?
like the chive thing.
Yeah.
People like other people's pain.
Yeah, I got chive on my TV.
Is it because you're an establishment?
No, you can get. Well, I have Apple TV.
Oh,
little thing,
okay.
and it's an app on Apple TV. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can get it. Now there's a free version, there's a paid version. The free version you can get it. It shows, I don't know, like a half an hour of the same role over and over again. Then they change it like once every couple of days or every day or something.
Okay.
Those are pretty cool. I was at some bar one night and I was talking to my buddy. I'm like, this is cool, man. What's up with this? Because it's Chive TV. They got an app for it. And so I went home and I put it on my Apple TV, and sure enough, they had an app for it. I'm like, fuck yeah, you know.
I swear, if it didn't relapse, if it didn't continue to play over like loop, I could sit there and watch that stupid show.
But some of them are dumb though, because a lot of them aren't like train wrecks. A lot of them are like good stuff, you know. And it's like, you don't watch the good stuff. I want to see someone like break their leg on a skateboard. That's my thing.
Right? Or like you want something to happen, and it just kind of happens. Yeah. You're like, well, that was weak. But then you keep watching it because you think something else is going to be less weak. And then you're like, well, that was weak too.
It's like the rabbit hole. That's the rabbit hole of YouTube. I mean, that's how that works, you know.
Right?
You wouldn't believe the amount of bands that I found on YouTube, just like, you know, going down that rabbit hole.
That's crazy.
Killer bands. I mean, just bands I've never heard of, because you go to, you know, a little sidebar and you got all the videos and stuff.
Yeah.
And, there's a killer band. You know, and I must have found probably 10 bands that I really like now that I went and bought albums from, because I saw them on there.
Wow.
Yeah, you know?
That's how it works. That's how it happens. I just don't know how to get there.
Well,
I want that.
Well, that, you know, and then you find out about the hashtagging, and Crystal's great with all this stuff. You know, the @ signs. I mean, I'm finally figuring out that
signs?
stuff. I call them @ signs. Is that what they're called?
I don't actually know. They don't have a separate name yet. Because like the pound sign is the hashtag.
Yeah. So, but you know, when you go on Twitter, it's @
it's
whatever.
So
I say it's the @ sign. So I don't know.
I don't know. I thought it was something else.
But we digress. We got to get back to the South by. I'm curious.
That's how your show works. It just continues, and then we ramble.
We ramble, man. It's that's the thing about it. It's like I never script anything because I suck at it.
Right? You're like, I'm too ADD to script anything.
Well, it's not. No, but it's not even that. It's more of a thing where, okay, you know, you got these questions, right, and then you get talking to somebody, and then it's fuck the questions, because
you're like, I missed that one. Up, missed that one.
Well, because it's stuff. It's not like really relative. Some of it, you know, it's like, you know, okay. Who cares about all that? And you just kind of get into something cooler to talk about.
Right?
You know?
You're like, this is fun.
Well, you know what's really fun? I was listening to this podcast. First of all, I don't listen to many podcasts anymore, because the problem is,
because you are one.
Because I am one. But I'm afraid of stealing stuff.
I agree. Yeah, I think that's smart.
You know what I mean? So I listen to my friends. I got a couple friends in California have podcasts and stuff. I listen to those. But anything like Johnny's, I'll listen every once in a while. But I really don't want to steal anything off of them because it's easy to like say, hey man, Bobby's ripping off of Johnny. He said this or said that kind of a thing. So I kind of like really I listen to snippets of it. I won't listen to the whole thing. But someone said, I think it might have been Rogan. They were talking about podcasting. They said, the thing with podcasting is it's a lot of people come into his studio and they have the best conversations before they go on air.
Right.
And then you go on air and then it's
we already got all the cool stuff.
All the
out
cool
of the
stuff.
way.
And it's like, but all the real stuff is off air. And I'm like going, he's fucking right. Because a lot of that happens up here too, We have these great conversations and we'll roll. Boom, everybody's like,
well, there was fun.
We'll be like, just be very quiet. So my thing is like, I want to try to work it to a point where the conversation's going to be just
shots out the door. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, no, not even shots at the door. I mean,
I'm
it's
joking.
But it's a thing where you could come up here and you could talk a bunch of shit, but it's like some of it, maybe you shouldn't say on air or whatever. So you kind of have to watch your mouth, and it's But I want to try to. I'm not saying I want to get away from that, but
you're like, I don't want to be politically correct. I don't care if someone's grandma's listening.
I just that's tough too.
Talk.
That's tough too because there's like there's certain words that are like, they're little, I can't say that word. Because
that was shunned.
Well, no, because there's every day I'll hear, oh, you can't say that word anymore. You can't say this word anymore. And I had one podcast where someone said the word faggot a couple of times, and the person listening to it was like upset with me.
Oh.
And I was like going, you know what? It was part of their shtick. It was part of their thing. And it's like, I'm sorry we're offended. I get it. Because there's like, if you say the C word to me, I don't think I've ever said the word cunt on here before.
Now you have.
No, what I'm saying, but that word to me, I don't like that word. Because to me, it sounds disgusting.
I've never liked it either. And then I deployed, and I was with Aussies, Australian gentlemen. Mm-hmm. Say it like
all the time.
Bread.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I was like
say all the time.
Like I had to like desensitize. They say it like, "Oh, you silly head." No, they use that word. I'm like,
"Oh yeah."
Oh my god. Like stop. Just stop talking.
There's something.
You sound cool saying it, but stop talking.
But there's something about that word that just kind of makes me cringe. I don't know what it is. It's like I use every foul.
Like, I hate that one. I got to get off camera. I was like, I don't even like it.
She just said twat, people. No, but it's something to do with that word really kind of, I don't know, something, it just hits me the wrong way. So.
But you would not say, like, you would not tell another podcaster, you said that word and it was very offensive.
No, I've never said that. No.
So that's a difference between you and who you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're like, there's words people don't like, absolutely.
Yeah.
But then there's politically incorrect words, which I have used and I have regretted.
That's what I hate about like the way the generation is now, because everything's so politically correct, and it's either you're Republican or you're Democrat. There's no in betweens, and it's just such a. With the whole administration in there right now, it's just a fucking mess.
Whenever anybody around me starts talking politics or religion, like I pull the bartender card. When you're a bartender, you do not talk religion and you do not talk politics at the bar, ever.
Yeah.
Like, if I was tending bar, or if I knew anybody talking, I'd be like, okay, we don't talk politics and we don't talk religion, because that's the first thing that people fight about.
Oh, totally.
Debate's fun, absolutely, but when you're stupid drunk, debate is not smart at all, ever. But as an artist, you can't do that either, because you can lose half of your fan base if you say one thing against them.
Yeah.
You can earn some, sure, but you can divide them very easily. So when anybody starts talking about it, I just plead the fifth. I'm like, hey, bartender card, I do not talk religion. I do not talk politics. I'm an artist.
That's
Goodbye.
why
I'm just creative.
That's the weird thing about this, is because, basically Texas as a whole is a hardcore Republican state. Now you have Austin, which is like, there's some Democrats because it's a hippy dippy kind of town, but on the bigger side of it, Republicans kind of rule Texas. Mm-hmm. So, I'm more like in the middle. I like some Republican stuff. I like some Democrat stuff. And that's why I don't come on here and just badmouth whoever, because, people are going to get offended. And just these days it's such a touchy situation.
But people are so ill-equipped with knowledge. They just hear one side of it, and then that's what they stick to.
Yeah.
And they just close their ears with any other thing. They're like,
it's like
I
those
don't care
people
about that.
People that follow like Alex Jones and all that stuff.
It's just, it...
You know what I mean?
Oh my
But you know what I
God.
mean?
Yes.
But there's people that actually
I'm not saying a word.
that-
I'm
but
not
no, but
saying a
there's-
word. I can't.
there's people that actually believe I got a couple friends that actually believe every word he says. And if
Oh
you
my
listen
God.
to some of that shit, it's like, is this dude from outer space or what? I mean, no, I mean, he had one.
Oh my God.
We'll end it here. But he had one. Like I said, he had one that he was going off about. It was that Obama's wife was a man, and he had
What? Oh my God.
the President Obama's wife was a man, and he had documents to prove it, and he had pictures and all this kind of stuff.
Oh my God.
But he was going off on this thing, and it was like,
Conspiracy
I said, man,
theorists are
come
so
on,
fun.
really? I mean, seriously? I mean, anyways.
That's ridiculous.
So hey, did you go out over the weekend for South by to see anything? Or?
No, not yet. Definitely do not have time. We're just moving a whole bunch of stuff and just so much is going on right now. And
Really?
childcare too.
Childcare.
It's hard to just go out for me.
Oh,
so
yeah. Got
If I
kids
go
and stuff,
out,
yeah.
I play. Oh wait, I did. What did I play? Long Branch Saloon. I played Long Branch. Opened up for Denny Herron.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
really?
it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
I think I contacted him to come up here.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I wish he could come here right now. That would be so
Yeah.
fun.
Man,
Denny, if you're listening, you
yeah,
should come.
I think I texted him. He is playing like a bunch of shows over at Sam's Boat, I think.
Yeah, I think something like that.
Yeah,
He's an
it's
amazing
like a
artist.
summer-
I met him in Steamboat, Colorado, during Steamboat.
yeah. So, anyways, it was a thing where he thought it was cool, and I don't remember if he said he would do it or if he.
I'm sure he'll do it.
I don't remember what it was, but there was like I think 4 or 5 guys. There was like acoustic players all on that realm, and I contacted all of them because my buddy is actually booking the whole thing. I said, well, I called him up and said, hey, you know what? I'm going to see if I can get everybody on, promote the event a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a spring spectacular kind of thing. It's like one person a week for
That's cool.
like 3 months or something like that. But
What's it called?
I don't know what it's called, but it's over at Sam's Boat off of Mopac. You know where that's at?
No,
Okay.
I'm
You know
so green.
Do you know where the Arboretum is?
Yes.
It's over, like, okay, if you're taking Mopac, like you're going to go like downtown, take Mopac, and then there's like, I think it's, man, I don't know, the Breaker exit or something. But
Okay.
it's like right over there.
Okay.
It's an outdoor venue. It's more of, I'm not going to say it's a sports bar. It's a seafood kind of a place, but they do have live music, during the summertime and springtime and
I
stuff.
want seafood.
Yeah.
To the best oysters the other day. Oh my god, so
They have a shrimp po' boy that's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, fried shrimp po' boy.
They actually at Jensen Ackles New Brewery. I say his full name because I don't. If I say Jensen's Brewery, it doesn't make sense to anybody. But no, they have a Cajun food truck there from one of the Duck Dynasty guys.
Oh, really?
It's ridiculous. Like what they could have something really amazing out there.
like the real Duck Dynasty guys?
The real Duck Dynasty guys. Yeah.
Really?
I forgot
What
his
are
name.
what are they doing out there?
They have they made a food truck, a Cajun food truck, and it is
They're all the way out here?
Oh my god, it's so good. They're from here. I mean, not the Duck Dynasty guys, but the Ackle guy,
The Ackle guy.
Jensen Ackles.
Oh, okay.
So that's why. I mean, it's gonna be a pretty impressive place.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I can promise you that.
There's I'll tell you what. There's a winery up off of 1431. I can't remember the name of it. It slips my mind 'cause I haven't been there in a long time. But they have the best bistro. Oh my god, it's just like gourmet food. Like
You're making me really hungry. Do
Yeah.
you have food?
Do you have some food?
Can we get Chris?
Yeah, you saw the pictures, huh? That's,
Like we need some food.
everybody sees like the pictures that I put up. They're like,
Yeah, I'm hungry now. Thank
she's
you.
crazy.
Did you guys have dinner tonight?
You know what? It's really weird because she just started working a new job. So she is
She
burning
failed
the
us
can.
tonight.
She's burning the candle on both ends these days. So we're really kind of trying to get our schedules to where we can have our time. And of course, I have the 2 nights for the podcast, but we're just trying to find time for our thing too. So it's right now we're in a transitional kind of a phase.
Yeah, I get it. I wish she was in here. Oh,
Yeah.
I love her.
Maybe
I'm so glad I
we
met
can
you
get her
guys.
here in a little bit. She'll come rolling in for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about doing merchandise and having some fun.
Merchandise.
I'm excited.
Are you?
I
Yeah.
have merchandise now.
You do?
I do.
Wow.
I have T-shirts and I have koozies and stickers and hats will be here very soon.
Very
And
cool.
I got my banner.
Oh, very cool.
Craig Cargill helped me get my banner.
Very cool.
Do you know the Cargills?
Heard of them.
It's Cargill and Cargill. It's a married couple. They are amazing. They really do like just respect the artist. They know what people want to hear. They know what people want to see, and they're loved all over anywhere they go. If they get off a plane in Nebraska, they'll be best friends with the bar owners in like 5 minutes. Yeah. They're ridiculous. They can take over any city. I swear to God. They are amazing people, and they know how to get things done very quickly. Yeah. They know people. They're amazing. Like, even if I didn't want to work with them or for them, they're like my friends. Like, I love hanging out with them. Yeah. Like, just like when you have a band, if you don't want to like have a beer with somebody, don't play with them. Like, you cannot do business with someone you don't like. Yeah, that's like, true. You can't be yourself and just let your hair down.
I'll tell you, that's what I love about the group that we got going on now is, man, we just have such a killer group of friends. I mean, it's, you know what I mean? And playing that show, you were at that show, the Push Monkey show?
Yeah.
I just connected with so many people. I mean, I've known AJ and those guys off and on over the years, but I think we really kind of connected up this time to where I was even talking to Omar about doing some stuff together with him. Yeah. And I'm probably going to go up and do Johnny's podcast here. I don't know whenever he invites me. Johnny.
Johnny Gowdy. That's
he told me,
call,
anytime you want to come over. It's like, I hate inviting myself to places.
Right. You're like, okay, I'll wait for your invitation.
But, you know, like I said, you know, I was saying over the past couple of podcasts is that, man, 2018 for me is a weird thing because I've really noticed, man, since January, we're only 3 months in. Or 2.5 months in, that everybody's really stepping their game up, man. You know,
everyone's on fire.
Yeah, and I think, man, something's brewing, something big's brewing.
It's the universe, baby.
It's the universe. I
love the universe. Like, seriously, if you want something bad enough, you can actually get it. Yeah. Like, I threw up a beacon, and it got caught. You know.
Yeah, you did. You got. I'm not gonna say you got lucky because I think luck maybe has a little bit of part to do with it.
Be a lady. No, seriously though, I really did get lucky.
Well, I mean,
all it was in the right place at the right time.
Talent is part of it too, you know.
But I've done the same thing for years. Yeah, I've sang with random bands. Like, hey, can I sing with you guys? They're like, no, you're retarded. And I do it the next day because they say that I have talent.
So are you just doing the original thing right now?
Well, it's a kind of a half and half because in Austin you still have to play covers no matter what, wherever you go. Right. But now I have an all original set, and my album is really, really, really. It's fun. It's good. It's heavy. It's definitely emotionally driven. Right. It got a little slower than than my first intention. It's a little ballady at times, but even my ballads are kind of like swingy. Everything has like a swing to it, to where it's like it's grit.
So you're gonna do like a full album?
Yeah.
Okay. So how many songs do you have completed right now?
9.
9. Oh, damn. So you only got like 1 or 2 more away. Mm-hmm. That's it.
And then we do an acoustic one.
Beautiful. So is AJ co-writing with you on this, or is this all your stuff?
I write. He helps me put music to it. I usually give a melody in mind, and I don't actually do the chords or anything. So he writes all the music for it. But it's definitely a collaborative effort. It's amazing though when we get our heads together. It's just like magic. It's my sound. I just don't understand. I didn't know I had a sound. Actually, I struggled through that over the years. It was like I just sing covers, like I sing karaoke. Like, I don't know what to do.
That's the tough thing with, like,
I sound like other people.
That's the tough thing with, like, people that go for all these big record contracts and stuff, is they take you and they do with you what they think you are. That's what they want to do. They're like, hey, you look, you're blonde and everything. Oh, you could be a rock singer. Well, I'm a country singer. No, you got to be in this rock band over here. We'll put you in this rock band. That kind of a thing. And they do that to so many bands. And I mean, there's so many bands that I know that they've gotten those bigger record deals, or not even big record deals, but independent record deals, where the record companies wanted so much control of their music and their songs. And even, I mean, I think AJ was even talking about a logo or something. He had to try to get okayed by like 15 different people or whatever. Is this where the way you're working is perfect.
I'm independent. I do.
Yeah, you guys are independent and just doing your own thing.
Everything as much as I can.
That's awesome.
And it's amazing. I couldn't do without AJ. He absolutely guided me in the music world. I didn't know a single soul out here. Yeah. And it's just been an incredible journey. Yeah. Short time of an incredible journey to where And then I've met some amazing people. I mean, and to find out these people actually believe in me and like want to support me and say my name in public. I'm like, this person just said my name. Like, really? Like it's humbling.
But
I don't get.
But that's the way this scene is. Everybody totally supports everybody. You wouldn't believe the support that I get on this. I'm like a band myself. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I
people
totally
like always pumping my thing up. But then on the flip side of that coin, you gotta go and I'm always trying to put things together for other people all the time. And we had a band up here the other night. I got him a gig on the air. Like
nice.
a club popped up. Hey, can these guys play 8 o'clock on the 30th?
That's so awesome.
Yeah. So, hey, can you guys do it? Yeah, no problem. They, and that was it. So they got a gig. It's just little things like that. They're like, what's going on here? They're a brand new band. They're opening up for that event on Friday over at Hanover's, which I'm going to get into later.
What's it called?
Huh?
What's it called?
Anyways, I'm emceeing it. So.
This Friday?
This Friday at Hanover. It's 3:33.
Okay.
Black Heart Saints.
Okay.
A Good Rogering. You ever heard of Good Rogering?
Mm-mm.
You heard of Skunk, right? Skunk Manhattan?
Mm-hmm.
That's his band.
Oh.
Yes.
See, I'm not entirely very knowledgeable with a lot of the bands.
Yeah.
I'm new, so
yeah.
only people I know are the ones
them.
that I have encountered. I don't know the ones that are old or new or arriving or dying. I just don't.
There's so many of them. That's the thing.
I know. I do know that part.
And it's fun for me because I've had all those guys on the podcast, all of them. I've had Black Heart Saints up here twice.
I love them. They're all so awesome guys.
How much fun are they?
They are too much fun.
They're crazy. Those guys are nuts. And Mark, Mark, the guitar player.
Yeah.
Mark Sean. He just built his own app for Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire.
What?
It's called Austin Music Television. So if you have those platforms like an Apple TV or Roku, go up and write in Austin. What's it called? Austin Music TV. And what he's doing, he's building a channel on there, and he has like videos. He actually has
of live music in Austin.
Yeah, he's got.
Oh my God!
So he's starting to put the podcast on there. So there's I think 3 or 4 episodes of the podcast on there.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Wow, good on him.
Yeah,
Entrepreneur.
So he's doing great stuff.
He's gonna end up being their investor.
I don't know how he's doing it. I mean, it's one day he just popped up. He said, "Hey, I got this thing going, man. I'd love to put the podcast on." And I told him, I said, "I don't know, man. You might have to figure out about the language part of it because there's a lot of fucks this and fucks that. And I mean, I don't want to get you in trouble for it." So I said, investigate.
Yeah.
See if you can put it on.
Do your research.
And if you can put it on, we're good to go. So I just told him, he put up 3 episodes, I think. And I told him, I said, man, just whatever you want to take, just take it off of YouTube because all the episodes are on YouTube for the videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's doing something cool. I mean, of course, then you got Omar down at 512 doing his thing, his show. You got Dave Pruitt doing Dave TV and all that kind of stuff. And so I mean, but everything's just popping right now.
The cooking show. Have you seen the cooking show?
Oh, AJ and Johnny.
Oh my gosh, they're too much. They're too much.
Yeah, well, I had them for almost 3 hours up here. So.
Oh, I know.
I'll tell you, that was I was kind of worried
Talking
about that.
Getting snipped.
Yeah, we're gonna have we're gonna do a live podcast.
Oh my God, podcast snipping party! Yay!
He was serious about it too. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need a vasectomy. I mean, I think our days are having kids are over. So you know what I mean.
You probably have some swimmers. You never know.
I'm sure I do, but I'm saying, I think I'm done. I'm done with all that stuff now.
Oh my God, I cannot imagine being a man.
So okay, let's take care of the South by Southwest stuff because we keep jumping over it.
Good God of mercy.
We keep jumping all over this thing. I'm having so much fun talking to you.
Likewise.
So you have the thing. Was it the?
I have Cooper's Barbecue.
Cooper's Barbecue.
Cooper's Barbecue.
And what's after that?
Sunday is South by South Austin at Moon Tower.
Oh.
Yes, there's a great lineup over there.
Oh, that's right. I did see that.
2:00.
Was it Love and Cast playing on that on one day? There's a Saturday and a Sunday, right?
I think they're playing on Saturday and playing on Sunday.
I'm gonna try to make it out there.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I was looking for the times. I couldn't find the times of who was going on when.
Well, I'll share the flyer with you when
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
done.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
I was looking on there, I couldn't find it. I was like looking on the invite and everything, and
I got it in my texts.
okay.
So
Because I would hate to get there and miss something, you know. Because I know one
get
day
it.
it starts at like 1 or something, or 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it goes to like 11. It starts really early. That one, I think it's a Sunday show.
yeah, it is the Sunday show because I go on at 2 on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna find it real quick. I'm going to help. Okay, here it is.
So
It
let me
is-
ask you this while you're.
It actually starts on March 15th.
Ooh.
If I can pull it up, that
So
would
March
be fantastic.
15th.
Why can't I do it?
I'm busy on that on Friday, so I got to go. I got the Hanover's gig on Friday.
Yeah, so tell me more about that. I want to go check it out.
Oh Lord, man, you got a whole lot going on here. Ooh, hey now. Yeah, I was looking at the Sunday thing. So, oh, Jelly's playing.
Yep.
Oh, awesome. How cool of a show was that?
That was awesome.
Black Crow
oh my
show?
gosh, it was so good. Carrie, my God, that girl.
Oh my God, it was awesome.
Carrie, girlfriend, you got it going on. She's got a voice. She's got a
I'm
presence.
trying to get her up here.
Just love her. That's who I should have brought on with me.
Yeah, next time.
We're Linda Davis and Ruben McIntyre.
Yeah, but it was funny because Robert invited Crystal and myself down there for it was like a dress rehearsal or something.
Yeah.
And I had something else going on that night, so I couldn't go. And,
it was the sound check.
Yeah.
I went to that too.
Yeah. I saw
it was awesome.
Well, because Bling was down there and he had taking videos of everybody. And I think I saw Josh from Blackheart Saints was there.
Josh and Mark.
Yeah.
They were all out there.
Yeah. So anyways, I was really glad that I didn't go because I got to see the thing, I was surprised and it was cool and
Exactly. And then, I went to it and mind you, it's just like watching a show. It's no different.
Yeah.
And he put just as much heart and soul into it because when I do rehearsals, I barely talk.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't want to lose my voice.
Yeah,
I'm like, why would I strain myself
right.
to impress my band members right now? Like, it's just no. So when I found, I was like, what is that? Like, I've never been to a sound check rehearsal before the show. And I get it. I totally get it. It was totally amp up the show and just make. I mean, when you get invited into that little tiny circle, because it's not very big, when you get invited to those little circles, it just gives you a little bit more loyalty toward those people. Like, it's just like, okay, they believe in me enough to invite me into their little world.
Yeah.
And not screw it up. It's like, that's awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
But you're right about that. Like, and I keep saying AJ because that's just what what happens.
AJ dragged you.
Right? No. He was invited too, but he didn't want to go. He's like, I want to see the show. And I didn't understand that. I was like, fine. Like, I didn't understand.
You're going to go the next night or a couple nights later. You'll be like, oh, I already seen this, whatever,
And that's exactly what happened. But I mean, I loved it.
Oh, it was
absolutely loved it. Oh my God, so much energy. I got some of the coolest pictures. Especially when like Robert was on his knees right by the.
We were like in the front for the whole thing. And I had the Reverend Few up here like about a week or two before. They're great. Oh my, they're so good.
They are great.
Did you see them that night or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we were at the front for the whole thing, and I got some great pictures of Robert and.
I was standing on one side, and you and Chris were over there, and Chris was like, "Hi, hi."
I saw AJ on the corner. Then I saw you, and then it was But so supposedly they're gonna start doing that like I guess once every couple times a
tribute
year.
Tribute show, absolutely, just like the Prince shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
So that was so much fun.
They were so good, and to bring Buck Cherry in and Jelly and all those guys together was just like magic. It was wonderful.
And the cool thing about it was I had most of those, not saying most, I had a bunch of those guys up here,
Yeah.
Which was, John Ulrich is up here. No, but it was fun because it was like, it's like, it's turned into like, it's a big scene, but then again, it's a small scene altogether,
It's just totally
in a different
small.
way because everybody knows everybody and everybody's promoting everybody.
It's Cheers.
Yeah, totally.
It's a musical Cheers.
Musical Cheers.
No, musical Cheers. Musical Cheers. I love it.
Musical Cheers.
Yes.
Copyright that. Write that.
It's gonna be a song. It's gonna be a song.
There you go.
Just wait. Nobody steal it.
So with AJ, so you basically just like bring in an idea for him, or how do you work that with him?
I write a crap ton of lyrics. Like I have the idea in my head for the most part, and we just kind of go off of it. Like some of my songs are verbatim my words. Some of them we tweak. Some of them we start from scratch. Like it's a process.
So it's just two of you working together. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yep. It's great. Like if I write so many lyrics for one song and we don't like that particular verse, I have so many other lyrics to add to that verse. But they're all my words. we just put them in different places sometimes.
Huh.
So if I can, and I know now to write like 3 different versions of the verse that I want, because I know there's going to be a different swing to this one. There's going to be a different meaning to that one. That one's going to make more sense. It's going to sing better, and then we can pick and choose which one we're going to use. It's really good. It's a fun process.
I mean, with him, it's crazy because he's got so many things going on. And I was thinking about it the other day because he's got his solo stuff. He's got the Vallejo stuff.
Have you heard his solo album?
I have it. I went and bought it.
So good.
Yeah. I remember I got it. I listened to it once on iTunes.
Yeah.
Then I just bought it, and I texted him. I said, "Dude, this is a great record." He came up. I think it's a couple 2-3 days later. I think.
Yeah.
And we were talking about saying, the cool thing about it is there's something for everybody on there.
Yeah.
Because you have a country tune on there, you have a a ballady kind of thing, like a dance thing. There's nothing for metalheads on it, but I mean, but every single track is first of all, it's a great song, great produced, great playing on it, great singing and everything.
I wonder why it was so produced well.
I don't know. He produced, and but then I mean, he played everything too. Because I asked him, "You played the drums on it?"
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
he plays every single instrument. It's just they just threw those Vallejo boys in a vat of talent, spun them around and spit them out.
It was weird because when I was playing in the scene, they were just coming in.
That's crazy.
No, they weren't. I would be playing over at Babes with my band, and they would be over at Steamboat. So and it would always happen that way. Every time we played, it would be like this, bouncing back and forth. But I remember, I even told them, I said, remember
you're like, those are my fans, those are my fans, those are my fans.
But they rolled with a whole different kind of crew. Their whole crew is different because they did more of the Latin rock kind of thing. We're just like metal straight. Not like, not that kind of stuff. But I mean, it was not that heavy, but it was, just more hard rock metal kind of stuff.
Did you do vocals too?
Yeah, I did backing vocals, yeah. But they, and then after that, slowly, right around 2000-ish, I kind of just, let's say retired, but I needed a break. And those guys started to rise, and always talented guys. I mean, every guy in that band is a talented guy.
They're ridiculous. And then Bruce Castleberry.
Bruce.
I love them all.
Oh my God.
I love them all. They're amazing people. And Alex.
Yeah.
Yep. They're all just,
you
they're
like
very
Dead Love
unique.
Club?
I love Dead Love Club.
Do you?
It's just like it's a cool premise. It's a cool, Keep Austin Weird kind of feel too.
Yeah, if you go on that Awesome Music TV app, there's a video from, I think, an old Vallejo video. There's a Dead Love Club video on it. A couple Blackheart Saints videos. But to see the the Dead Love Club stuff is crazy,
Right? It's just like a whole nother world. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Well, the first time I saw those guys, it was my birthday party, not this past couple months ago, but the year before.
Yeah.
And it was 333, Dharma Kings, this band called Dharma Kings, the Loyal That Rocks.
Yeah.
David Comey, that's his band. And then Dead Love Club. And I didn't know didn't know what was going on. And the Dead Love Club came on, and I was sitting there with Tony Park, from 333, and he goes, because you're really going to dig these guys. I'm like, he goes, yeah. He goes, it's a drummer from Vallejo. I'm like, okay. He goes, it's a little different. And then it came on. I'm like, what the? I thought it was cool, I didn't know even how to describe it. I was like, sort of like, it's got a little Prince in it. It's got a little, I don't know. But it's
unique. It's cool.
Crystal loves them. Yeah, Crystal.
It's just, it's good music. It's good. It's fun.
Yeah.
It keeps you captivated. It's a show. It's a
that's
performance.
That's the thing. Yeah, these days it's all about the show. And that's
stage presence.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh,
that I do know something about.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah, you're a forceful kind of gal. Yes, you are.
Yeah. Unless I break my shoe and have to duct tape
That's what we told the story on. Yeah.
I know. I was like, oh man,
did I get the flack on that one about that one?
No.
Okay. No, I remember I met you that night. It was over in Hanover. You came up and said, we're on the side. You came over and said hello to me.
Yeah.
And then I think you were with, was it Shanna? Eric Hanchey's girlfriend? From...
no, I don't think so.
I think you were hanging out with...
I don't remember who it was now that I think about it. I wasn't close to anybody back then, so I can't really put a face to a name to anybody.
Yeah, but you were partying with somebody.
I think it was Rachel.
Might have been.
Maybe
I don't know.
Rachel.
But I remember you broke your shoe. You rolled your shoe up like, hey, look at... So,
I broke my shoe, and I was walking on one heel and one foot.
Yeah, but didn't you duct tape it or something?
The bartender brought me duct tape. I was like, are we serious? Is this really happening right now? Okay, fine, cool. Duct taped it together, held like a charm, and it kind of matched because it was a strappy shoe, like a big piece of cloth in the front, and it was a wedge. So it's not like it was a heel; it was a wedge, and it started flapping, like the shoe completely disconnected from the sole.
I had
Like,
a pair
oh
of
my
sneakers
god,
like that one time.
yeah, right? You probably didn't duct tape it to stay in a bar though.
It's a pathetic story. Pathetic. No, but you were supposed to sing that night too. Because I remember you told me you were like, "I'm going to sing tonight," and then I guess you just didn't for some weird reason.
Everyone with Southtown, I've been up there and sang a couple tunes or whatever, and it was just at that point it was a hit or miss if I could or couldn't. But it was Vallejo, so I didn't know that.
Oh,
I was like, whoop! It was the first time I saw Vallejo.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like,
that's the night we talked about because they passed a joint around on stage.
oh my god! It was
remember that?
I just remember AJ's face. He was like, what the hell is that?
I told
his brother.
AJ, yeah.
There you go. Everyone's smoking on stage. I'm like, wow.
It was funny because
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
I was standing there with Crystal, and first of all, I can't smoke weed because of my job. If I could smoke weed, I would. Not all the time, but every once in a while I hit it, get a little buzz. But so I can smell that stuff from a mile away. Same thing with
somewhere.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't drink, I don't smoke cigarettes. So I'm pretty much 100% clean,
That's really awesome. Congratulations, by the way. That's really, it's really great.
It's just a way of life, though. I might fall off the wagon for a birthday or for whatever, but so I can smell that stuff from a mile away. So I'm just fucking rocking out to Vallejo and whatever. I'm like, fuck, someone's smoking some pot in this joint. And I look over and I think Bruce lit it up.
I don't remember. Well, it couldn't have been Alex. He was playing the drums.
Yeah, so Bruce lit it up, and then he passed it over to AJ, and then AJ passed it over to who? I guess I don't remember the guy that was playing percussion.
Oh, it was the one who does
So then they started doing
the Nook sound guy. What's his name?
I don't know.
Diego or something?
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Is it Diego?
So and then they started doing shotguns on stage and passing it.
Oh my god, it was hilarious.
So I'm thinking, I'm like, tell Chris, are they smoking pot or what? I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, fuck, this is gonna suck. They're gonna shut these guys off. I didn't know what they're gonna do because, that's a club. You know what I mean? You don't know what they're gonna do. Hanover's is really cool that way, but that's the first time I ever saw that ever.
It was hilarious.
It was like a Marley Fest or something,
I know. It was like, hey, it's Bob Marley's birthday. Here we go.
Or you guys you see Snoop Dogg over at Stubbs. He's smoking blunts that are like,
Oh my god, really?
Fuck,
I don't understand that. I can't. I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to function. I'd be like,
yeah, that's one thing about I would make the worst drug addict because I'm going to tell you why. My tolerance for anything is so low. I'll take a little tiny hit and I'm fucking high for 10 hours. I'm just fucking messed up.
You're like, the ground is moving under my feet.
It's funny because it's funny. It's so bad now that like Crystal and myself have allergies so bad now, and we're always like either popping pills or whatever,
Cedar fever.
Yeah, but for some weird reason we just have them pretty bad, and so I had this wicked bad headache the other day, and she goes, well, do you want some Tylenol? I'm like, yeah. She goes, well, you want one or you want two? She always asks one or two because I'm like, just give me two. Yeah. Oh, you must have a real bad headache.
Yeah, he needs to feel better.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's like if a doctor says take a whole pill, I cut it in half. I'm like one of those kind of guys.
Yeah.
No, because I don't need it.
Like, I'm going to lick it because that's all I need.
I'm a cheap date, So,
no, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So, hey, so do you have a full band?
Yeah.
So it's the same guys, or
it's the same guys mostly. Like sometimes I have some stand-ins, and Hayden will come play with me or whatever.
So who's in the band?
It's Widgeon Holland, James Downing. My drummers, I alternate with my drummers between Cecilio Ruiz and John Durham. And I think I just got his last name wrong.
It's okay. I'll forgive you.
And pretty sure I got it right. But anyways, and we have Bobby Campbell on bass.
Cool.
And they're great guys. They're tight. I mean, everything's good.
So how did you put them together?
Well, I went to...
Or was it just a band you walked into?
No. So when I first started this, and I was like telling... for very first musician friend I made in this entire town is Johnny Vogelsang.
Okay.
The bass player. He's amazing. He does all the karaoke stuff at Baker Street. Plays at Uptown Drive with Greg Williams. All of that. They're just super great guys. And he was my very first musician friend out here. And when I told him what was going on, he was like kind of taking me around, introducing me to people, and then he introduced me to Widgeon.
Yeah.
And Widgeon came over and started practicing with me. I was like, I like this dude. Like, he knows what he's doing. I mean, it's cool. And he was like, hey, come out, and I'm playing this place. You know, you can sit in with us. Cool. With a different band. And it was Six Sons of a Gun. I think I said it right. And just a country band playing at Stardust. And I play it. I went up. I was like, hey, what I'm singing with y'all? And the guitarist was like, I don't know who the hell you are. I was like, okay. Well, Widgeon does, so what am I saying with you guys? Like, that's the plan here. Move on. But James was the rhythm guitarist, and he made me so comfortable on stage. Like, I had not been too terribly familiar with the live band thing.
Right.
Like, when it comes to, like, when to come in and how long this intro needs to be, I'm just like, I don't know. And he's counting me in my ear. He's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, go. You know, not letting me look like a fool.
Right.
Made me super comfortable. Afterwards, I was like, dude, you did this and this. Can you please play with me? I'm starting a band. I really need you. And I told him all about like AJ and all this other stuff and getting booked in the blah, blah, blah. And yeah, he was just cool. I'll be there. And we just started our band, and he went from there, and he helps me schedule because he knows all the guys. And I mean, it's just blossomed over time, and it's been great.
Man, it's to get a band. That's pretty quick to get a band together, because it sounds like you just
got a band together in 2 weeks.
That's like, I'm not saying that's like it's an impossibility because you did it, but I mean, talk to anybody in this town about trying to find.
Yeah.
I've been looking for 2 years for a bass player. We thought we had one, and I mean, you look at Blackheart Saints, like looking for a drummer. Nate's from San Antonio.
Oh wow.
Yes, he drives all the way from San Antonio to do their stuff.
I didn't know that.
But I mean, he's a perfect fit for those guys.
They are. Yeah, they're just a great band.
Oh yeah, they're fun. I mean, they're great people. That's the main thing.
They are,
you know?
and they're awesome to be around. They're cool people.
But to put a band together that quick, that's like unheard of.
It was pretty quick.
Even like if I was like,
my first show was August 7th.
I don't even think like, you know, famous singers can put together bands that quick. Seriously.
Well, okay. So I put my
crazy.
band together, and we rehearsed a little bit, but then I had a few shows in the beginning with places that I could just kind of do live stuff just to get kind of in the groove.
Right.
And I had a residency on Friday nights at St. Jack Saloon and on 6th Street, and then I was at the Hall of Fame in downtown Hutto. And I learned to love both those venues so much, and it was like my very first show was in downtown Hall of Fame. So now I'm doing all like the karaoke contest judging over there. It's so fun.
They got a little scene popping up over there, though.
It's a cool place. I love that. Oh my God, Juju's amazing. Like,
yeah,
she's so sweet. I walk in, she's like, oh my God, hi. Like, she's just like, she grew with me. And it was like, when I couldn't do those shows anymore. And she just accepted it. And she was like, it's okay, you know, come back, you know, whenever you can. And they're just super nice people. Everybody that I've encountered is so amazing.
Yeah.
Like, Tammy got me on the board, all these places, and I have other promoters that are helping me get here, and I have in Houston now, and College Station, and because, you know, I mean, just all these people just banding together and just, like, becoming a team.
Yeah,
it's just amazing.
It's like what you've done so far is, like, usually what a band does, like, in the first, like, 4 or 5 years. I mean, you're, like, doing it, like, in the first 6 months. It's like...
And that's actually what AJ and everybody was talking about in the very beginning. They were like, we want to kickstart you. We don't want you to have to go through this 10-year slump of bullshit all the time. We want to get you there quicker.
Yeah.
And it's been fun.
Man.
It's been a lot of fun. It's challenging and expensive and hard.
Everything's expensive.
And I have bags in my eyes now for like first time ever. But I am having the time of my life. And every time I get on that stage, I know I can own it. It's the one thing I was put on this earth to do.
Yeah.
I was born to be on stage.
It's weird because I have like more fun doing this than I ever did having a band. And it's funny, I get more recognition doing this than I ever had with any band I was ever with.
What you're doing is very selfless. You're putting musicians on the spotlight.
Yeah.
Because you've been in the scene and you know that they need a little bit of a pedestal every once in a while. And if you're the one that gets to give him that pedestal, that's actually incredibly like noble of you.
Well, for me, it's kind of selfish because I get to hang with my buddies all the time. And, you know what I mean?
That too.
That's the whole thing. It's like,
yeah.
when I could call up like AJ or Johnny Gotti. Actually, Johnny's watching, so say hello to Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
Yeah. So,
Love you.
But just to hang out with guys like that, or just my buds in 333, or just whoever, just to come up here and just shoot the shit for a couple hours.
Just jam out for a little bit, like, hey, just have a couple shots, drink, whatever, hang out.
It's sort of a thing, for me. It's like, hey, man. Like I say in every podcast, because everybody asks me, well, what's the criteria? What's your thing? And I'm like, I treat it like, 2, 3, 4 people hanging out at a bar, drinking, getting liquored up or whatever, and just talking shit.
Just bullshitting.
Yeah, because how many times you go to a bar, you're playing a gig, and everybody wants a piece of you because, hey, you sound great, you sound wonderful, and you get to talk to them for maybe 10 seconds.
Your eyes get really big when they continue talking. You're like,
yeah, I gotta move. I gotta go.
I have to go.
So with this, it's like a thing where I can kind of hang out with my friends or whatever, people that I, just want to hang with.
Yeah.
Or just they got a cool new band or got some cool shows coming up or whatever the case may be. Just have them up is to have some cool conversation. That's what it's all about. So
it is pretty awesome. It is. It's just I love watching your show.
And same thing with Johnny. I mean, Johnny's been doing it forever. Since 2011. So I mean,
that man can make you cry.
I know. That's why I'm kind of like I'm kind of like I'm
gonna teeter on the edge. I'm kind
of eggshelling it tonight. Yeah, I'm kind of eggshelling it tonight.
Well, thank you, because
that was some heavy duty stuff. Though. It really was. And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's like Barbara Walters of the podcast. He's like, how does that make you feel? It's like, I'm going to cry. Stop.
Podcast of psychiatry.
Oh, my God. And seriously, you don't even know 3 hours passed. You're like, did I just tell him my entire life story? Did I do that?
But the thing about that is, you went through so much, but it makes you appreciate what you have now so much more, because you're like in a whole different realm of living now. And
it's insane.
I'm sure, everybody has their normal everyday problems and bullshit and bad days or whatever, but not what you've had, your first 29 years, 30 years or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So now you're in a different chapter of your life. And I think all of us are like, with me and my personal thing, I'm in a new chapter of my life. But the thing is, you know what? Everything takes work.
Oh yeah.
It's funny because people see me and Crystal all the time and, you're the perfect couple. You know what? We have our problems like everybody else does.
Yeah.
What we have takes work, What I do here takes work. It's just it's a thing of, putting in the effort. Like I told you before, putting in the effort and just putting yourself out there. Because there's a lot of people that tell me, not a lot, there's a few.
Yeah.
Your show sucks, man. I don't even know. No, but it's because it's all online stuff, Everybody's a critic. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to me.
Why don't you dress up, man? Like,
I wear
pajamas.
Brush your
hair?
When your pajamas. No, but seriously, it's like I come in here, I'm comfortable. You know what I mean?
You're like, this is my living room.
So let me ask you this. I just made this question up, so it's a good one.
Yay.
So okay, you're banging right now. I mean, you're what, 6 months in?
7.
7 months in. So where do you see this in 2 or 3 years? We'll say 5 years down the road. Worldwide domination.
Exactly. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. I'm not going to stop.
Yeah.
I'm going to self-promote until I'm blue in the face. I'm going to want to get bigger and better shows. I'm going to want to just open for the greats. I want to be but I just have a funny feeling I'm going to be at the right place at the right time for the right people, and it's just going to take off. I want to be a household name in 5 years.
There you go. I
do not want to be Deanna Wheeler playing on 6th Street.
What's crazy is there's so many people that I'm not gonna say so many. There's certain people that are like staples in this town. They've been here forever, and they're great musicians, but they just never got that leap out of Austin. You know what I mean? And I think a guy like you've heard the Dale Watson thing, right?
Of course.
Yeah, he's in Memphis now.
Memphis, yeah.
And I'm gonna say he's dogging Austin, but pretty much.
Have you read that article?
I read part of it. I'm not gonna say I read the whole thing because I didn't. And he was what was he saying? Pretty much, like it's all corporate in Austin now and stuff.
He's saying that it's too musically absorbed, so there's less talent, and just people want to just be out there for themselves. Promoters only promote for money, not for talent. They don't want to put the right people in the right places. They just place the people who will pay the least, and Sixth Street's become that way, is what he's saying. And he's saying a lot of the bigger venues are starting to sell out too, with different promoters and different. I mean, it's his perspective.
Yeah,
can't hate him.
Yeah, so he says he's gonna like move to like he's gonna have like a place in Taylor or something.
He said, I don't remember where he said actually, because I'm not
Taylor
from
or
here.
Hutto or something. He was saying he was gonna buy a place outside of Austin.
I don't know where outside of Austin actually is. Like, I just know Austin. I know Hutto. I know Georgetown. You far away piece of shit.
Everybody's talking about how it's so far up here and stuff.
Why don't you get a studio like in the middle of Austin?
Oh man,
yeah.
Hey, if I had the money, I would.
Well,
but it's just,
hello, hi.
I need some.
I need some heavy duty
sponsors
to get musicians to get away from Georgetown.
Yeah,
because it's so far away.
Yeah, but the cool thing about it is like it's rent free.
Right.
I can do this 24/7. I can come in here 24/7. I can roll out of bed. You could call me in the middle of the night and say, "Let's do a podcast." Okay.
Right.
If Crystal says it's okay.
Right.
But it's
and the dog doesn't freak out.
It's good to go 24/7.
Yep.
And that's the whole thing. And I don't have to worry about shit getting ripped off. I mean, that's a big thing in Austin House, theft. You know what I mean? And that's tough. That is tough. And if someone came in here and stole all this stuff, I'd be dead in the water. I don't know what I'd do.
Do you have insurance?
Yeah, I got homeowners, but like even like with Johnny, because Johnny does his I think he does like in his kitchen, right?
It's like in his dining room.
Dining room, yeah, okay. So, but that's a thing. You roll out of bed, hey, let's do a podcast. Boom,
right?
And it's all there.
Exactly.
It's a perfect
It's crazy.
thing.
It's great. I mean, I actually, with my military guys, I was thinking of trying to do a veteran music podcast.
Yeah,
it would be kind of fun. But then I was like, the only way I would possibly do that is with you, and not with, like I don't know how I would do that without like like combating. Like I don't want to be any competition.
Well, that's the cool thing with podcasters is, and I kind of equate it to like I call like podcasters are a lot like drummers, and I'm gonna say most of them.
There's a lot of memes for this.
No, because drummers are very giving when it comes to like sharing secrets and like showing you technique, showing you how to play, showing you gear tips.
Yeah.
Guitar players are just the opposite.
They're like, no, this is my thing.
No,
don't take my shit.
No, they don't want to. Hey, how do you get your tone? I can't tell you that. They don't want. They're not very good. No, they're not very good sharers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where drummers are, and I'm constantly. People are like amazed at like I've been doing this since September of 2016, but the original setup was a fucking joke. I did everything off a laptop. It would work half the time. Half of the time it would.
It's like
no, it would. I mean, the feeds wouldn't work. It was a mess. I was doing Facebook Live off of an
we would be talking like that. And
off an
all of a sudden our
iPhone.
mouths would stop
Oh
moving.
yeah. So I did every little step of this. I had some help along the way, but I got it to a point where everything works really great. The feeds are great. The audio's great, and I got like my friends and like my buddy is a comedian in Las Vegas. He called me up one day. He goes, "Man, how the fuck are you doing that, man?" He goes, "I can't because I've been podcasting for 5 years. I can't figure out how to do these live feeds, And he goes, so I told him how to do it, and I look up on Facebook Live like 2 weeks later, boom, it's the same exact feed that I got. I'm like, yeah, Freddie,
He's like, good for you.
But what I'm saying is,
you're not hoarding it. You're sharing.
I'm not hoarding it at all. Yeah,
no.
Johnny's the same way too. It's just we're both that thing. Yeah, I have no problem helping you out with doing that. It'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, but like I said, but doing a
it's like once a month a veteran musician. In here.
With you. He's my co-host.
Right, exactly.
Co-pilot for the podcast.
Right.
No, but but moving it like I would love to get a spot and just do like a killer studio somewhere. But man, it's just the funds for it,
I mean, get a damn storage locker.
No.
Why not?
Nah.
Why not? At least try it.
I'll tell you, but the garage thing's gonna be cool because like Bling Johnson, you know who Bling Johnson is, right? He doing the video.
Yeah.
He has a business where he kind of like redecorates man caves and stuff, and he's but all like metal work and stuff.
That is awesome.
And he lives like right down the street.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
He's about maybe 2 minutes away, and so I'm gonna get together with him, and we're gonna do like a really cool man cave.
Design it out.
It's gonna be all lighting with walls and flooring and
That's
the whole.
so
It's gonna
awesome.
be really cool. It's just the money end of it. It's always a thing about money,
Yep.
And the thing with sponsors is the only thing bad about sponsors is with my thing is, I really don't. It's basically a Central Texas music podcast thing, so I really don't get a lot of hits from outside of Texas.
Yeah.
So the fan base, not the fan base, but the draw for a sponsor wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be hitting that many people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, that's not true. And it's growing.
yeah,
It grows every day. Like, I watch you grow every single day.
yeah.
It's been
But-
pretty awesome to watch you grow, too.
I don't know.
Kind of like, I see a whirlwind there, too.
It's kind of weird because you don't see it growing. You know what I mean? It's strange.
You feel like you're plateauing.
yeah, and that's why I'm kind of like you always put those extra. Same thing with you. With your thing. It's like you feel like you get to a certain point, you want to get to the next level. It's like, how do you get there? How do you get there?
Exactly.
And it's like you gotta go ask like a 10-year-old now because the 10-year-olds know more about all this shit than anybody else.
God. They'll social media your ass.
You'll be asking your kids. You'll be going, "Hey, mommy needs to do this. How do I?"
Can you help me post this to Facebook and Instagram
Yeah.
and whatever there's other ones, and I'm like,
And there's
what is
always
that?
other ones too.
What is that? I was like, what is that?
Oh my God, they got.
You don't do Vine? A 6-second clip of a what? Like what?
I need a.
6 seconds is nothing. You cannot take a breath in 6 seconds and actually get anything out. Like what?
I need a full-time like media person.
Oh my God! Right?
But
called PR.
but my thing is like I kind of like doing it myself in a weird way because I have total control over it.
And you're self-made. You know.
Yeah, I've had so many people that want to be a co-host, and it's like, okay, this is what you have to do. Well, I can't do that. Can you come up here every Monday and Wednesday? Nope, can't do that. No, can't come. Oh, I can't go up to Georgetown. Can't do that. I mean, it's just they all want to jump on the train that's already moving, but they don't want to start pushing the train to get it going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't want to build the train.
Yeah, they want to build the train. They want to ride the train, but they don't want to build it.
Exactly.
So, I don't know.
I've been having a blast though. It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun. I have a pretty awesomely big show coming up.
Oh, is that the one we're talking about? You couldn't tell nobody?
No,
That's a different one.
Yep.
That did that fall through? Or?
they fell through.
Okay, all right. We'll talk about it then.
Okay.
I didn't tell nobody. Nobody.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I was going to, but
I know.
I knew you'd get mad. That was huge.
It was. It would have been.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Corey Feldman is a huge guy. To open for him would be awesome.
Oh, who? No. Okay, you're right. Yes.
It's Corey. Remember Corey Feldman?
Wink, wink.
You know what I'm talking about? No.
I know the name. I can't
okay,
think.
forget about that.
I can't.
He was an old he was like in the Goonies and shit like that. He
Oh,
was
okay.
an old actor, and he came out with this band. It was like, his big claim to fame was like he was like one of Michael Jackson's pet little boys when he was a kid. I guess.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oof.
He was in a bunch of movies, but he had this band that came out and they just like tore him to shreds because he sucked so bad.
Yeah, that works. That works. I'll
But
do that.
But I think he was playing South by.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah, you can look at the video, and be like, "What the fuck?" I'm
He's
just like,
I don't want to go to that concert. No, I'm playing Buck's Backyard, my first ticketed event at
I did see that.
on April 6th. I'm excited.
Wow.
Very excited.
Now you're the headliner.
Yeah, it's my show.
Holy moly.
Yep.
Man, how you doing all this? You were just like kicking so much ass. It's ridiculous. I don't think I ever even had a ticketed show.
It's an honor to be part of any of this.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful. I don't take any of it for granted. I don't just sit there and go like, I don't toot my own horn. I'm not up to where I need to be. I know I can be though.
Yeah.
I do know my potential. I'm not anywhere near where I want to go. And I will not stop.
So is that show, do you have any kind of opening bands for it or just you?
Where Bo Davis and the Dreamers.
Heard of them. I'm not
he
big on
actually
the
stopped touring for a while. So
I'm not big on the country scene, so I really couldn't. I'm not good
well, maybe
with all
you
that.
should school yourself in that.
I know I should.
You're in Texas.
My thing is, I love country music, but I don't like the newer stuff. I'm all about Johnny Cash and that stuff. I
Do you like
love
mine? No, I'm just kidding. That's such a vain question.
No, but your stuff is like the songs that I heard is got that kind of Reba pop kind of thing going with it, and that's fucking got money written all over it.
I honestly, it could not be a better sound.
Yeah.
Now, like, the more it just builds, like we just had Candy Sanders.
Yeah.
Just do a lot of my back vocals. Oh my God, she just made it like, amazing.
Yeah.
I was just like, I was sincere, like, she just do that? Is that for real?
I'm gonna get her up here.
Oh my God, I wish she would have came. She's so fun.
I know.
Big old bottle of Jack and you're good.
I know.
She's so fun.
Did you see her at the show at the She was doing shots on stage.
Yes.
They were passing her shots and she was just fucking pounding them back. I was cracking up. Oh my God. She looked at me and she's like, just give me a little wink.
She's adorable. I love that girl to death.
Yeah.
She's so sweet. She's such a good person.
Oh my God.
She's so talented. Oh my God, she's so talented. Like, we called her literally. It was like we went over the record, and I was like, I don't want to do this part. I want Candy to do it. I just texted her, and she came right on over. I was like,
yeah.
Yes.
He's got pull, that boy.
Yeah, it does.
Boy got pull. So
He got pull.
Hey, so
What time is it?
I was gonna ask you about it is 9/11. 9/11.
Yeah.
About 9:30ish. We're like 2 hours and could let you loose.
Only thing is, like, I am a mother, and
I know
pay
you
for
are.
babysitting.
I know you are.
And this was a really, really great experience. I loved being here.
No, it'd be
Glad I
definitely
did
come
not
up again.
have to get trashed to talk.
Oh no!
Drink my coffee.
But that's the thing about it is if you want to come up here and you want to drink, you want to smoke, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I have no problems with any of this stuff. I personally don't partake in it. There has been podcasts where I have kind of fall off the wagon a few times with some friends.
Yeah.
Man, but those, it's what it's all about. I want everybody that comes up here. I don't want them to be stifled. I want them to come up and just hang up, just be themselves.
Yeah, just be comfortable.
And not feel, like I wear pajamas. I said, if you want to come wear pajamas, whatever you want to do. I mean, it's no thing.
That's awesome.
Well, because some of them are just like, so just, what's the word? Awkward. I've done stuff. It's been like, you got to watch what you say. You got to watch what you do. You can't mention this. You can't mention certain words because it's just craziness, Craziness.
But musicians are not normally the sanest people in the world either.
That's true.
You don't see any creative geniuses and any amazing musicians that have had like these perfect lives with no drama.
Yeah.
And no anxiety or shit that makes them weird.
I think there's two people that have to have something like seriously wrong with them, to chase professions. Musicians are one,
yeah,
right? And MMA fighters are the other.
Right. You really have to have a grit
That's
to you. That is,
that's a rough way of making a living.
I want to get hit in the face.
Not even that. I mean, for the money that some of them make, it's not even worth. It's not. You don't even get your hospital bills paid for.
God.
Yeah, craziness.
And they have like no recognition either.
Yeah, but
like two of them.
But there's a lot of people that need that outlet. They're just.
My middle son is gonna be that one.
Oh my God.
He's gonna punch walls and break glass. I swear. He's a handful.
No, but I'm telling you, it's a rough way to make a living. But in these days, with the way the music industry is these days, anybody that does it, there's cover bands making money. But if you're an original band and you're trying to make a living doing an original thing, man, God love you because it's tough. No, it is. It's tough the way the industry is.
Yep.
No one's buying records anymore. No one's buying CDs anymore.
Streaming has ended all the music
Streaming
industry.
has killed everything. But but then again, I think it's kind of coming around again because vinyl's making a comeback. People are buying vinyl. Actually, more people buy vinyl than they buy CDs now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nostalgia thing.
I think it's going to come to a point where maybe there'll be a brand new format that'll come out with high def audio or something. But you never know the way the industry's gonna, because there's gonna be people who are gonna go, you know what?
We need to make money
Fuck
again.
these MP3s, man.
Right.
Yeah, we gotta make money again. Exactly. There you go.
But they can't have a new format because then they're gonna have to put it all in vehicles, and
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're always, because the thing is, they're always gonna come out with something new. Always, either audio or video. They're always gonna come out with something new. And
they have sunglasses now that you don't have to have any plugs or anything, that will actually put music into your freaking brain. I'm not kidding.
I need
you
one
cannot.
of those.
No, you can't hear outside. Like you can be right next to them, you can't hear anything, but it's playing in their head.
Yeah.
What the shit? Like no, like it's freaky.
I
I just don't like the technology world right now. It's so scary.
But but in a way, the technology world is cool because
it's very cool
because
Still
it
scary.
just gives you, I don't know, man. It's just, for whatever I try to do, there's something out there for it. If I'm trying to I Google anything. If I'm trying to I'll tell you what, this whole thing, I Googled 99% on how to hook all this shit up.
Nice.
Seriously.
YouTube videos.
No, but honestly, you would not believe the work that goes into all this shit. When you go home and you look at the Facebook Live video and go, oh, man, that's cool. It sounds great. Looks great.
Yeah.
But you don't know what goes into it.
You're like, it's not easy.
It's not like you hook up a camera and just go, boom, here we go.
Here I am.
It's
my webcam.
But
Thanks,
what I'm
guys.
saying is, there is not one thing that you can't go on YouTube and learn about. I mean, it's crazy.
But it also kind of kills the spirit in a way.
Yeah,
it's like
I know what you're talking about.
Everything's already invented. Everything's already there. What's next? And then you got some 5-year-old that invents something crazy.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the shit?
Yeah, I mean, Crystal, we're talking about the other day about her business, her branding business. It's a thing where she goes, eventually everything is going to go online. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, she goes, I can feel it now. I'm not doing the same business I was doing a year ago or 2 years ago or 5 years ago, because people are going online and they go, okay.
I just made my own. Thanks. Anyway.
I just made my own, and it's going to be shipped to me in 3 days or whatever. But excuse me. And but the problem is, it comes in the realm of, okay, what kind of quality are you getting out of it? Is it good quality stuff?
Yeah, if you can't see it, I mean, it's different.
Exactly.
Then it's word of mouth.
And yeah, so I mean, when I do my stuff, I love having her because she'll show me all this stuff. Oh, you could do this, you could do this, you could do this. This is, and just have that real person in front of me with a real customer service kind of thing. And all that stuff has gone away. But yeah, I mean, the internet is just slowly, I think it's going to come to a point where there's going to be no more stores. There's going to be Amazon warehouses all over the place. And
God.
I mean, when it comes to a point now,
Amazon and Netflix. So who's ruling the world?
Yeah, but when you can go online and you go to HEB.com and you can order all your food and have somebody deliver it to your house. You do that?
It's called Instacart, and I swear by it. Oh my God. We don't have to go shopping with 3 kids. You're like, I will pay $7,000 to do that.
But what I'm saying is, it's fucking crazy.
It's amazing. I love that. Just that. I love it.
But you do that, really? You do that?
I have not been inside of an HEB unless it was an emergency for a very long time.
Really?
Since I moved to Austin.
So do you have so when you get this stuff, do you have to take an inventory of it to make sure you got everything, or how does it work?
Well, they'll tell you what's out of stock. Like as you go, they'll put it. So Instacart, yeah, I can be your spokeswoman. Hashtag Instacart.
There's another job for you.
So
you don't have enough already,
right? No, but God, they're like, oh well, so and so just replaced this item with this item. Can you approve that? Like, okay, yeah, I don't want that one. Okay, I'm done.
So they text message you or something in the
middle
of it?
They text you. They
really?
They have little chats on the app. It's crazy. Can I have one?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
You have to ask. It's the best.
I love mints.
I know.
I swear by mints, and I'm a bunch of swear by mints and cough drops. I love cough drops.
It's funny because we go over to Hanover's. That little bowl of mints. Crystal's like, she takes a big handful of them.
Those little marshmallowy looking mints
are
my favorite. I mean,
really?
I can eat probably 20 of them.
In one sitting.
I'll just sit there and open a wrapper, open a wrapper, open a wrapper, open a wrapper. I'm just
That's
like,
crazy.
Why?
Whoa.
That's a calorie-less wonder.
Okay, well, hey, let's do this real quick. I'm going to shut my mouth, and I know you got a ton of dates.
Okay.
Just go through your dates, and I'm going to be quiet because I love to digress, as you know. So.
Yes. Okay.
She agreed with me. It's okay. It's all good.
It's okay. Okay, so we went through the 14th at Jensen Ackles New Brewery, family business beer company at 7 to 9. And then we have my South by Southwest show on the 17th, Cooper's Barbecue at 10 p.m. on Congress. It is a banded event. And then South by South Austin on the 18th at 2 o'clock. And then I have Speakeasy on March 22nd at 9:30. And I have the Rail House March 24th. And then I have the Rail House March 30th opening up for Bree Bagwell and Curtis Grimes. And April 6th is my Big Bucks Backyard show.
Good Lord.
April 19th, I have a Speakeasy again. And May 26th, I have Angels Ice House in Spicewood. June 8th is my first weekend at Speakeasy. And then I am in Houston on June 29th, Hotel Sorello. And June 30th, I am in College Station, the Canteen. And there's more to come.
That's your world tour, or your Texas tour.
It's just that's just like a month.
That's just a month? Good Lord.
Well, it's like 2 months. I think it's 2 months.
You were like, Jesus, you're like everywhere.
I'm trying to be. I want to get further out. Like, what I want to do, I think it's possible, honestly. I want to make just the same kind of world run I did here, just in the smaller venues, whatever, just explode right there. I want to do it in Dallas, and I want to do it in Houston, and I want to do it in Lubbock. I want to do it everywhere. So
You know what you should try doing?
What?
And this is good because you don't wear out your welcome kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Is get like a 5-week rotation kind of a thing. Play Dallas on the first week, Austin second week, San Antonio third week.
And I'll get there.
Like,
I just haven't gotten promoters in those places yet.
Yeah. I'll tell you that works so well, because if you're playing like especially
Austin and then Austin.
Especially out of
North
town, once a month or once every 5 weeks, people, man, they'll it's a thing where they'll say, hey man, she's not gonna be here for like another month and a half or whatever.
Right.
We could check her out.
Instead of, I'll go see her next week.
Well, I mean, but if you have a cover gig and then you have an original gig and you do an acoustic thing too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you got those three. They're all different gigs, so it's like that's okay. But getting your name out there, I mean, it's like you're just doing an incredible job. Just so far. I mean, God.
Thank you.
No, but seriously, no, I'm not trying to butter anybody's muffin, but it's like it's a great rise. You don't see it happen too often.
That makes me happy.
No, but man, honestly, hats off to you.
Cheers.
Cheers, big ears. There you go.
That's funny because I do have big ears.
You have big ears?
I do. It's called the Wheeler Curse.
The Wheeler Curse? They're not
Yes.
that big, are they?
No, they just stick out funny. Look. It's like.
Oh, that's nothing. What are you talking about?
Every time I say that,
Good
someone
Lord.
disproves my theory.
That is nothing. Okay, so when do you see the record being released? You're only like 2 tracks away, right? So
Yeah, and we were going to do it in February and then March. It's probably April at this point. Because South by Southwest, I mean, we also had kids with flus, and there was there was a whole bunch of stuff.
A lot of sickness going on.
Oh yeah. I have it's a to be continued thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
It should be April, and I'm talking to 1-to-1 and stuff like that. I want to do a CD release party, but I want to do it a little bit different. I don't want to play. I want to have all the other bands to play. I want to support other local music, and then just enjoy the party.
Huh, that's cool.
And I'd play my tracks in the interim.
That works too. So you're actually gonna do CDs then?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep. I'm gonna do it all. Like I'm not.
You gonna do vinyl?
I want to. I'm going to do that for. I'm trying to do a crowdfunding expedition thing. I haven't done that yet, so
yeah.
I'm scared to do it. I don't know how to do it.
I'll tell you what though.
I don't know how to. I mean, it's like
with the crowdfunding thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had people ask, they're like, you should do like a GoFundMe or for your. I'm like, man, you know what? The way I look at it, there's people with way bigger problems than me that need that kind of money for GoFundMe, and that's what it's for.
Yeah, GoFundMe is different. Like I don't.
Yeah, but like a Kickstarter campaign kind of
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Kickstarter or Indiegogo or whatever it's called.
I think Kickstarter is the big one.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Well, because it's I don't know.
What are you trying to do? Do a Kickstarter to buy albums or?
Well, no, I need to because costs a lot of money to make them,
Yeah, I think, man,
and music
man.
videos and
Oh yeah,
radio promotions. I mean, it's all money. It's all money.
that's what I told you. It's all money.
All money. And I need
Lots
some
of it.
better equipment. I mean, I just
Yeah.
need help. I'm trying to establish myself solely. So
Yeah.
it's hard. It's hard to do
It's
on my
you know,
own.
trust me, I know that gig. You know, because I'm a one man
One man
a
show.
one man killing machine up here. So, or try to.
Well, Bobby, you were awesome.
But the way, thank you so much. But the way I look at it is like, you know, if anything fails, it's because of me. It's not because of anybody else. I can't blame anybody but myself. So that's the way I look at
Likewise.
it. You know,
Likewise.
sometimes I had to ask you too. Oh fuck, I'm gonna forget. I think I just did forget.
Real quick, I'm gonna plug in the Regroup Foundation
Do it.
because I'm the female veteran face. I'm the spokeswoman for the Regroup Foundation. It is an amazing program. If people have not heard about it, go to regroup the number 4 vet.com. It's regroup for vets, and it's literally going to be like a resort for veterans getting out or military transitioning into civilian life, which is when they get into drugs and alcohol
Right.
and their PTSD flails up and they don't have any family anymore. Because when you're out of the military, you're alone. You're done. Like, there's nobody that gets out of the military and has a happy time. Like, nobody. Because you leave these people, you live and breathe these people for could be 8, 10, 20 years. And then you have nobody.
Yeah.
Just cut off.
I always wondered about, not to interrupt, but I always wondered about that because, man, that's such a fucked up thing. You know, it really is. People they go over to Iraq or whatever and put their life on the line for, you know, for I don't know how many years that war has been going on, but I know some people from my high school that have been over there off and on for years. And they get out of the military and it's like, oh, okay. And you have nobody. And it's like, you think they would be like the heroes of the world or the heroes of this country. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's not that way.
I know, it's messed
It's just
up.
not.
Yeah.
But our minds get a little warped too, to where, you know, some military members are giving other veterans a bad name, and it's all that how people deal with things. But
Yeah.
most of the time somebody joins the military, it's not because they had amazing family lives and come from money and never had struggle, or
Right.
people with addiction in their family or abuse. So then they join the military to get away from it. Where do they go back to when they're done? They're right back in that same cycle.
Yeah.
Now they have PTSD, anger issues, depression, anxiety,
Yeah.
all this other shit that they're dealing with, topped off with, now I'm back with my abusive whoever. I'm back with people who take substances and who made shit out of their life, and now that's my path again.
Yeah.
So they change their path for a momentary, like for a moment, and then they get right back, shoved back into it. And they have no other choice but to go back into the addictions, go back into the drugs and the alcohol and the abuse and just self-loathing.
Yeah.
So we're trying to break that cycle. As soon as you get out of the military, there's like a 12 to 16 week program to where it's like, hey, find your niche, find out where you want to be, where you want to stay, find people around you, get a circle, you grow your own food, you learn how to do stuff solely on your own, because that's
Yeah.
another thing about the military is you're told when to take a crap. You're told when to brush your teeth.
Yeah, you're
You don't have any accountability on
You're just a
like
robot.
self-discipline.
Right.
So we have to relearn that. You become a robot and you become like a mechanic, your mechanical mind.
Yeah.
And then you're just supposed to fend for yourself now.
Yeah. When you get out, you don't know what to do.
It's like someone's been spoon feeding you. You didn't know you can hold the damn spoon.
Yeah.
You have to. You just. How do I get that to this? Like I
Yeah.
don't. How do I get A to B? Like what's going on? So they're there to guide that. They have like pods for therapy sessions. Like you can Skype therapists. There's a therapist on site. There's a doctor on site. There's like kumbaya circles to where there's bonfires and people.
Right.
There's gonna have live music, which I'll be a part of, and that's why I'm the music director. And I mean, it's just like it's gonna be so full, and everybody sees the potential. Everybody. There's places in Florida. There are places in Colorado. All these places are just breaking ground to do their own Regroup Foundation. They are amazing. It's Stephanie Sultan and Antonio Ruiz. And Antonio is who really just, it hurts my heart sometimes thinking about it, because he was the reason that this program is going to exist.
Yeah.
Because he is the poster child. And so
Right.
was I. And that's why they love me.
Yeah.
That's how we formed this bond in this relationship, is because I am who their audience is. Because yes, I stayed with an abusive man who got on drugs and alcohol and everything because I didn't have anywhere to go.
Right.
And it was not like I was homeless, but it's like there was no direction. This is a direction. It's a wife. You know, I'm a wife and a mother. I'm out of the military. Now that's what I am. I'm a spouse. Why? Because I didn't have a direction.
Right.
If you get your own direction, you can make your own path.
Why don't we do this? Why don't you get a couple people from the organization? We'll do a podcast.
Yay! They would love that. They're from Canyon Lake. That's where they're at right now. That is awesome. It's actually Stephanie Sultan's birthday right now.
Cool.
Happy birthday, Stephanie. Regroup Foundation's amazing.
Yeah, hook it up.
Yes,
do it.
Absolutely. I will let you know.
Awesome.
We'll schedule it.
I have one. Oh, man. What the hell is the question now? Oh, the question I had to ask you, social media. Where can people find you?
Okay. So
That's
I'm on
the
Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. It's Deanna Wheeler Music for Instagram. It's Deanna Wheeler on Facebook. I have a personal page, but I've tried to avoid it. I'm trying to get everybody to just like my music page because that's where I'm going to have all my updates and all my live video streams and everything by the time I want to literally like end my personal page eventually because that's where we get our credibility as artists. Like, come on.
Right.
Just like my page. Like, I have 5,000 friends. Like my page. Like, that's all. Like, just like it.
my page.
Just like it. It's not difficult.
People like my page. I'm like
Deanna Wheeler.
1,000, I think.
Like, I just hit 3,000.
Did you? Good for you.
Yay. And, but again, with 5,000 friends, it's like, where's the rest? Come on.
Yeah,
hit the button.
No
hit the
kidding.
button.
What's up with that?
They comment, they watch videos, but they will not like my music page. I'm like, do it already.
Or they follow it, but they won't like it.
Exactly.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm like, why?
Huh.
You don't want me to see that you know that you're watching?
But anyways, I want to let people know that.
Oh, and my website is deannawheeler.com.
That's the one I was just going to ask you.
Yay.
Because I have a brand new website also.
Yay!
It is www.CobraCastPodcast.com. And right now it's hooked up to my Spotify account. So if you click on that link or you type it in, it'll go to Spotify for right now until I get it going.
Cool.
So, yeah.
On my website, there's buttons to donate to the Regroup Foundation and to OP Veteran because I try to put myself involved with all the veteran communities out here. And if you need me to do a benefit, let me know.
Awesome. Okay. I have to do my one and only sponsor.
Okay.
And then I'll let you loose.
Okay.
She's, I got to get out of here. I got a 4-hour drive home.
Right? Oh, my God.
Anyways, are you needing merch for your band, your brand, your business, or a great event you got coming up? Anyways, Crystal Jordan Creative Branding can take care of all your merch needs. Anything from shirts to koozies. You heard about the koozie thing, right? You can't call them koozies anymore.
What?
Because someone copyrighted the word koozie.
Are you kidding?
No. This is real stuff we're talking about up
What
here.
is it called? A beer sleeve?
We call it a can condom.
Oh, my God. I like beer sleeve. Beer sleeve's more
sleeve? Okay.
more friendly.
But anyways, anything from shirts and can condoms to stickers, hats, banners, anything, shot glasses. We're going to be doing hats, all sorts of cool stuff we're going to be doing up here. I can't wait. New logo is going to be killer looking on the new stuff. Anyways, whatever you want and whatever crazy stuff you want with your logo on it, she can handle. So you can find Crystal Jordan on Facebook or on the web at crystaljordan.com. Crystal spells her name with an I, so it's CRISTAL, Jordan.com. Anyway, so give her a shot on Facebook. She's on Instagram. She's on Twitter. Give her a shout, and she'll hook you up. That's Crystal Jordan Creative Branding. And I also want to mention we got a show on March 16th over at Hanover's. I'm going to be emceeing this great event, so it's going to be 333, A Good Rogering, Black Heart Saints, and a brand new band called Citizen Band Radio that was going to be opening up at 9 o'clock. Go check it out. I don't know what the cover is. I think it might be free, but it's either free or $5. But it's the day before St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to be over there causing some hell, so come check it out. Anyways, you got anything else?
Nope, I think we're good.
Are you sure?
I think
no
so.
No shout-outs or anything like that?
I shout out everybody throughout the whole podcast.
Well, I'm just...
Hi, Mom. I love you. My kids. I love you guys.
Sorry if we dropped the F-bomb a couple times. At least I did. So, anyways.
I think I was pretty good.
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, you were pretty good.
I didn't swear very much. Did I swear? I don't even know if I did.
I have no idea.
I'll have to watch it.
I end the podcast with the same thing every single time. People, please try to do the right thing because Lord knows most of you don't. And with that, Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And we'll talk to you soon. Later. Bye-bye.